and welcome to episode 85 of Awakening, the first episode of season 5. Why season 5, you might ask, but we will find out later.
Because we spawned the guy.
Spawned the new friend.
Yeah, here we are. It is probably morning. You are underground, nobody really knows what time it is. The wizards have studied their spells. You have laid your hands on Reuven, which is a nice version of laying your hands on someone.
Wait, is this Ruben's HP after lay on hands?
Yes.
The hell?
We got fucked up.
It
Reuven
should
got
be
mauled.
42, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Then all my settings are correct. Yeah. Reuven got fucked up.
Can I do something immediately?
I think you technically are still learning spells.
Okay.
You just got robbed of a piece of arcanum.
That's fine. I have 9 more. Or 10 more?
We got a lot of our random arcanum pieces, like a sword as well. And like arrowheads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, sort of, yeah.
So,
Are the wizards still memorizing their spells? Is that pretty much what's going on?
Spela is done memorizing spells. Osmar's still going.
It's just the normal routine of just waiting for the wizards to get done, and me and Reuven, I assume, are chilling around.
Yeah,
I think
keeping
you
guard.
already wandered around a bit and found like. Did you see something?
I think we had like a vision, like a someone from the corner of their eye saw movement or
Oh
something.
yeah.
I think that was Reuven. I don't know.
Possibly.
Maybe imagined, maybe not imagined thing going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like, yeah, I think that was what happened.
So I think we're high strung.
Yeah. Are the two of you doing something while Osmar's finishing his studies?
So I already laid hands on Reuven. I think Oliver is just kind of I imagine it's like in between one of us on watch or just kind of chilling around the hut, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So we can kind of like roll a dice to see who's chilling right now, I guess. You know, let's see. One, I'm chilling, and then Reuven's chilling. I'm on watch, or Oliver's on watch.
Osmar, how much time did you need to study spells today? I think it was quite a lot.
No, I think it was like 370 minutes or something.
No,
I got your
sounds
spells
realistic.
written out. I think you posted them last week.
Yep. Spela's sitting in one of the corners of the house and playing with the piece of arcanum in her hands. Still considering things.
Yeah, at least Oliver just gives her space, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give me charisma check.
Charisma check?
25.
Good.
It's an okay one for Oliver.
Spela seems to be a bit sad and confused.
That checks out. With a lot of reasons.
But overall, she doesn't seem to be too expressive. You are a very good judge of character, but probably somebody else wouldn't really notice much.
Okay, so is it more like, is it just to make sure I'm clear? Is it like she's trying to hide these emotions, or is it more so that it's just like or is it like she kind of like she like wearing her heart in her sleeve in the situation? I was picking up on that.
Like her emotional range is like very low.
Okay, I gotcha.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hello. We can hear you.
I cannot hear at present. Sorry.
Oh no.
Again.
Probably your output is still wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Time passes. The hut disappears. People sitting around on the ground. Oliver, you have your lightstone out, I guess?
Probably.
Or do you
Yeah.
have the
'Cause I think
lightstone away? Because the lightstone technically messes up your vision in some way, shape, or form. At least does for the others.
I imagine that. Well, it's daytime and we're near like the entrance, so I guess it depends on how much light is coming through. If there's enough light that like through the
Close to
cracks that we're
none.
fine.
No, that's
Okay,
no
so he
light.
probably has a lightstone out then, just because it's
Yeah.
kind of awkward for himself. Unless again, and if anyone complains, they'll put it away. But if like he'll just take it out, he'll keep it out otherwise.
Alright. Yeah, just so. The lightstone cuts your vision at 30 feet. So anything that is outside of the 30 feet range is impossible for you to see.
Okay. I think
But
I think
also,
all-
you know, everything that is outside of the lightstone also really doesn't see what's inside, so.
they just know there's like a lightstone. I gotcha. Pretty much. Or if they know, there's basically there's some like magical light going on or something, like some weird light shit going on.
There is a bright source of light. They might know what that means, or they might have no idea.
I gotcha. Okay.
Before you ran into magical light of this nature, you didn't really know what it is.
Okay, that's good information then. Okay, so it's basically just a bunch of bright light that has a weird cutoff point. Okay.
Hello. I think my voice should now work.
Yes, it does.
I think it's still
Nice.
using the old mic though.
I'm
That sounds fine to me.
wait.
Oh.
Yeah, I turned my mic off. It is my old mic. Yes, but it's in a laptop now.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good
so-
enough.
There might be some volume differences, Duck, but I'm now good.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah. Some point later, you might see that Spela is casting a spell. Probably into the shard. None of you are spellcasters. Does anybody like pay particular attention?
Toggle her down.
You are learning spells.
No, she's casting a spell. I mean, it's it's like a par for the course at this point. A wizard casting a spell near me.
Okay.
Let's just like some,
Yeah. Do you talk about anything? The two of you chatting? Somebody trying to speak with Kitty?
I imagine if we're just kind of relaxing, Oliver might do some practicing with like Kitty at some point, like when Ruben's like just watching. But that's about it.
Okay. So nothing interesting.
Nothing really interesting, at least on my end.
Then we will fast forward until Mr. Wizard is done learning his spells.
Nice. Okay, first things first. I pull out the book on golems. And I cast Past Life on it.
Oh.
Because since I'm over 9th level, a personal possession is enough. I don't need bodily remains. And since it was tucked in with him, I assume it was some big part of his thing.
Past life lets you see the last few moments of somebody's life, right? That's a right spell.
Final
allows a
minute
caster
of
to
the
get a mental-
subject's life.
Yeah, there we go.
Final minutes. And I get a good vision of what he looked like.
Yeah. Are you looking at the let's say old frail man, dark skin, fancy robes. And,
Quick question about the dark skin. Does the dark skin look similar to the guy me and Reuven killed?
Yeah. And as you see the last minute of this person's life, you see somebody getting blasted by a lens of disruption into a throne of stone, which crumbles upon them and buries them.
What? This was the guy me and Reuven killed?
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened.
As you
Oh,
see
this book
in
was
the
that-
vision, you see the two people who are attacking him, which looks suspiciously similar to the two of you. Yeah.
Wait, so this book was that guy's property? But the tome was... What was the mummy then?
You know, you might never find out.
Or we could go back.
Reuben's not going back. Probably. It'd take a lot of convincing.
So I can just do a quick trip in and out.
On your own?
Yeah.
Or just, yeah, okay. Okay.
But I guess we gather as a party to have a discussion.
Seems like it. Probably was.
Oh,
yeah.
I cast tongues on a rock also. With Old Common, Elven, and Giant. Giant speak.
Great. You just let me know in which language you speak before you speak, so we know who understands what you're saying.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's like, oh yeah.
I'm listening right now.
All right, so I guess like when I see like Usmar's done memorizing the spells, I'll like Oliver speak up and be like, so we planning on staying here a few days or leaving immediately? Like looking at Raven's like injuries.
I translate as Oliver speaks into Old Common.
Spela gives you a smile. Playing with the shard of Arcanum in her hand. Not a shard, you gave her one of the... You have one shard and you have like 10 actually crafted pieces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the first one you got from way back was basically a nugget. And the one you found in the laboratory were cast pieces. Yeah. Spela speaks to you. Says, well, thanks for translating. Don't
Wait, so
see
she had
any
a...
reason why we should be spending more time here than necessary.
Well... Wait. Now, because I can't communicate to both of them at the same time. So I guess I say an Old Common. I say, I viewed the passing moments of the life of the person who owned this book that we took off the mummy, and it was the guy in the previous room. Now I really want to go get like a piece of that mummy to see if that mummy was a different person. I mean, I don't see how they could possibly be the same person.
I assume the mummy is a different person, but somebody
the book...
must have created the golems.
But why was the mummy buried? The book that the mummy was buried with was not the mummy's.
Well,
So now I want to know who the mummy is.
why did the golems start attacking?
Probably created to defend the thing, right?
I don't know, I wasn't there.
DM, do we understand what Spela is saying? Or no? What language
yeah.
is he talking in?
They are both speaking common at the moment.
Just
Oh,
normal
okay.
common?
Okay, so we understand. Okay, I got you.
I believe the last time, or the way that fight started was with me going up to touch the sarcophagi. So that's what triggered them.
That was what
Mummy
we
might have.
translate, which is what they are saying.
Oh, can she not understand us? Oh god.
Wait, what?
You both have tongues on a piece of Arcanum.
Yeah.
So speaking becomes a bit complicated because you can understand her speaking, but you do not necessarily notice that she's talking in a different language than you think. So while you were still thinking you were speaking Old Common, she switched to Normal Common, so the other two could understand.
Oh,
So you don't know that she's speaking Common because you think you're still speaking Old Common with her.
oh, I thought that. Okay, sorry, I must have misunderstood.
It's complicated.
It's the problem.
Yeah, it's
Ruben's confused. Ruben's no idea what's happening.
Both of you have no idea what's happened because all of a sudden you were able to understand her speaking, which is a bit weird. But,
yeah.
and she was not speaking Elven because then
Yeah,
both of you would
notice
have noticed. Yeah.
I think like Oliver speaks up if like Usmar doesn't. It would have been like the mummy might have been a trap, if nothing else. At least from what I heard, it might like I don't know, it might have been it could be something of importance, or it could have been a trap like a laid there.
No, there's no way.
Mummies usually don't are traps. Mummies
Really?
usually mean something very weird is going on.
I thought
Rarely
mummies were
ever
like.
are mummies deliberate.
I thought mummies were like, you know, rich people put into, you know, kind of like cool caskets.
This is where I wish we had Nier or somebody with us.
You know, just going from the word mummy, you would be correct. But the creature, the undead, that is also referred to as a mummy. Not so much.
But wouldn't the creature be created from a living thing?
From a dead thing that has been mummified.
Yeah.
And then something weird happens.
Yeah.
People don't go around and create undead.
But wouldn't
That's
we
a bad idea.
assume? Wouldn't we assume that there's some significance to the person that was chosen to be, you know, mummified?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
I'm convinced. I want to go pick up a. Wait. What happened to the mummy after Reuven skewered it?
The undead met an unfortunate end.
Yeah, but I mean, does Reuven have like a piece of it with him or something?
I think Ruben was like stunned during for unconscious during part of it.
No, Reuven does not have a piece of the mummy.
You just go back real quick and go grab a piece of the mummy.
I can't understand Usmar. I can understand Spela, but not Usmar.
I think we can understand both of them.
Yeah,
no, because Usmar's speaking Old Common.
No,
right?
they're both speaking Common now.
Okay. Okay, I'm following now. Okay. I mean, I guess. Is it that important?
Well, yes, because I don't want to return back here.
Well, I guess what you will find out is that whoever the mummy was before dying was a old, probably royal, who died of old age and got mummified.
Yeah,
I don't think there's much interesting to find out.
I very much disagree. I think there could be a ton of interesting stuff.
Do you have the spells to
adventure ways?
Yes, do you have the spells to deal with it to go there today?
I can borrow Reuven's sword and I can cast fly and then I should be good, right?
Does Reuven have either that a character? Does Reuven have a thing that can cast fly?
I can cast fly.
I guess I got confused by the sword part, but I'm not gonna worry about the details.
Reuven's sword gives fire resistance.
Oh, okay, I got you. I thought you were just talking about a sword that gave him the spell fly. That's where I got confused. Okay, that's fine. If it doesn't take too much time, and we can still leave today.
Yep, it shouldn't take long. Ooh, wait.
If he's okay with that.
Let me think a little bit. Yeah.
Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, we can.
Wait, Reuven, do you have a ring of fire resistance also?
No, I only have the sword.
Does someone have a ring of fire resistance?
I don't think so. We just have the sword, which functions during a fire resistance.
But I will. You can take the sword if you want. Yeah.
Sure.
I'm currently on my phone for a few minutes. Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
the only thing I asked was, is Ruben okay with Usmar going down there again?
Sounds like a yes.
Sure, I guess. Yeah.
Yes. Ruben allows the sword. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, also, Spela, do these brooches somehow interact with necklaces? I'm afraid that the magics there might be a mishap since the sources of magic are so close. Is that a worry?
That's a complicated question.
Why?
Very much depends on the brooch and the necklace.
Please elaborate.
It's a case-by-case thing.
Ruben?
Some brooches can work with some necklaces, and some brooches can't work with some necklaces.
Depends on the types of magics, if they would be interacting weirdly, but usually, for me, it's fine.
Okay.
I guess burn in daylight. I guess is smart if you get your spells.
Yep, I can
So
go.
down there. All right. So
All right.
I think we head back down, do the statue moving thing, and I guess Usmar goes down there alone.
Osma, you have no spells on you, right? Okay.
What?
You have no stone skin, you have no...
Yep, I cast
Nothing.
fly on myself,
Yeah,
and
just
then
fly and go.
then I pick up Ruben's sword, and then I go around.
Yeah. Let's see if there's some... No nasty things lurking around at the moment. You can easily
Okay.
go down, head into the room, go back, grab a piece of the mummy. Everything's still dead.
Nice.
The cool effect seems to be still going.
Okay.
Nice.
Interesting.
I hand Ruben his sword, and I say, "Give me a moment," and then I cast past life with the mummy piece.
You have a second
too
past
smart.
life, right?
Yes,
Just
Once
values
Usmar
of
gets
profile.
out, I'll seal it back shut again.
I can post. Now I don't have any more past lives, but I had two because I thought that in case there was some problem with the property thing, if it was like kind of my property now, so I wanted to have another one just in case.
Okay. Yeah. You see a very old man. No, it's not a man, it's a woman. Very old. Frayed.
Nice clothes.
Yeah. Dressed in nice clothes. High quality clothes, but simple.
Okay, they're not wearing like the brooch or the tiara.
No, they are wearing a nightgown, probably.
Okay.
And the last minute of their life is lying on a bed, having trouble breathing.
Does the surrounding room look like the place where the mummy was at, or?
No, that's it's dark. That's one of the problems. And you see like a bed frame as the person like slightly turns a bit.
Like a wooden bed frame or stone?
Probably wooden. You know, it's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then closes her eyes and stops existing.
Damn, this mummy was just some random ass dude. Or
Random
chick.
ass dude. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Your curiosity is sated, so shall we leave now? And get out from these mountains?
Ruben, hello. reporting. I am back now on the computer, and the thing of needing to leave for a few 20 minutes, I got that sorted. I'm good for the night.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, Usmar just got back from the depths and did his past life from the mummy.
Nothing.
Great.
Yeah. All right. I think we're yeah. Now I guess we're ready to leave, everybody. I'll say aloud.
Mhm.
That's Usmar gets his past life stuff done.
Wait, what is Ruben's HP?
42.
About half.
Yeah.
42. Okay.
Ruben would say, yes, we don't. I guess this time in Elven, having figured out how the system works, to Spela. Normally, we would have probably waited some more days here, but we don't want to make you wait anymore, so I think it's probably okay to leave.
Are there
And then
many dangers to be expected?
Ruben,
Yeah.
We pull out the map and check for the icon.
The icon with the dragon is currently like somewhere north on the desert. Like
Okay.
where you know is desert, but on the map it's grassland.
Okay.
Mhm.
I guess like Oliver will inform her because she's still Silpoke in common, right?
She replied in Elven.
Oh gosh.
You
Okay.
didn't
Never mind.
understand it.
Okay. God, I love this language shit. Okay,
It's
it's fine. It's great.
So Spela, can you summon a cloud to drive us through? Please.
I could, but
I really
considering
want
you
to
are speaking about dragons in the area, I don't know if that's the best decision.
I really want to ride a cloud.
Everybody
Ruben
wants
will
to
go
ride the
over.
clouds.
Yeah, DM Ruben will go over just like the basic things of all dangers we know, what we encountered in the mountains,
Mm-hmm.
and
Also, yeah. I'm sorry.
if Oliver had anything.
Yeah, just emphasize that there was 2 dragons that we spotted so far in the mountains.
Yeah, and the black shadowy thing that's been camping outside might be a dragon.
And
We don't know.
and the map we pull out, the northern icon on the map within the desert currently is a blue dragon. I don't think we know its name, but it's just a blue dragon. I think we got the name. We got a split name from fucking the other dragon. I think. I'm gonna look into my notes right now, but yeah.
Names. Well, seems like just the ordinary things. So I guess we should be fine.
Agreed.
Unless we run into more golems.
I guess Ruben will also inform her that I guess our generic plan at the moment would be just get out, move to the riverside, and then use fast
Wait,
moving spells.
Spela, do you know do you have polymorph prepared?
I don't think we got a name of that dragon.
No.
Do you have a similar spell of higher level prepared?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I just want look. It just if you polymorph into this mystical creature that I've seen in books, it's like a horse with wings that can like fly. I believe they're called Pegasi. If you could polymorph into that, I could see that. Then I could polymorph into that, and then these bozos could ride us, and we could just jet out. That it would be so cool.
But wouldn't that be cheating, Mr. Usma?
What do you mean cheating?
Half the fun of the polymorph spell is finding the creatures you want to polymorph into.
Yeah, but there's no Pegasi anymore. I think they all died, in the Cataclysm.
They've always been elusive creatures. Hard to
Okay,
find, unless
but
you know where to look.
But I have another creature that I can also show you. We can kind of like make a trade, you know.
I'm not quite sure that there are many creatures you could have seen that I don't know.
What about a creature that can fly twice the speed of a normal human walking and can turn instantly in the air with perfect maneuverability?
There's a few of these.
Pretty enticing.
Well, we will see. Should we get going?
Yeah, but are we gonna
Yes,
go in
yeah.
Pegasus form?
As I said, no polymorph today.
Yeah, but
I guess
implied that you had a higher level polymorph.
Ruben will interrupt the student teacher time of Uzma and Spela.
Spela being
And
the
we'll-
student.
When Usma's like breaking up the conversation and then picks up the conversation with Spela specifically again, he switches to Old Common.
Ooh,
So you don't
okay.
understand what they're saying.
When there's a pause in that conversation, Ruben assumes it's just wizard talk. We'll ask, because we'll let him. I guess I'd ask both of them if they have magic to move us quickly, because we have Oliver's horse that can also take Ruben, but both of them don't have. If just checking if they have magic to move quickly.
I look to Spela with gleamy eyes.
Just out of curiosity, is there a specific reason why we need to travel the land? It's a bit tedious.
Ruben will cough awkwardly.
Well, teleporting is kind of risky out here in the mountains.
If you don't know what you're doing, it is risky. That is true. But there are things to solve the problems.
Wait, hold on. Just be careful, because it might be the case that the landscape has changed drastically since you've last cast any spells. So, are you sure you're familiar enough with? Is there a location that still remained the same that you're familiar enough to teleport there?
That would have been my next question if there's some way of find one of these.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know. How familiar do you need to be?
Not particular.
Wait, really? Can you just try on something? Do you have a crystal ball?
You don't?
No.
Oh, that's sad. Of course I have a crystal ball. Which wizard
Okay,
worth their money doesn't have a crystal ball?
okay, give it to me. I can show you.
She blinks at you for a few moments, giving you time to reconsider what you just said.
What is there to reconsider?
Oh god, I have an idea.
Quite a demanding person.
Well, what do you mean demanding? You said that if you could see a place we could teleport to, then I can show you a place. How is that demanding?
Well, you could say it in a nice way.
What do you mean? I said it in a nice way. I'm pretty sure there's just a tongue spell. You know, some minor things are lost in communicator translation.
Well. To the two other of you, this is like meaningless gibberish again.
Yeah, it's just wizard talk.
As she like pulls out of one of her pockets a glass ball. And then
Glass orb, yeah, who cares?
says, you know how to work this?
I pull out some. I pull out like I guess I pull out our tent to give like a soft surface. I'm sure I can figure it out.
Well, let's see. She walks you through like to the most basic understanding of how to use it,
Nice.
which is focus on what you want to see and channel the arcane energy of the orb.
Wait, can you teleport us all?
Anybody here surprisingly more heavy than they look?
But I don't think so.
Should
I
be
don't know.
easy.
Ruben's been eating quite a lot.
Elves never are heavy. Have you ever seen a heavy elf?
Okay, and you're telling me that you're certain that you can teleport even just by seeing the place briefly off a crystal ball.
Well, I very much would like to have one of my rods back, but
No, it's so low
even
on
without,
charges.
I could.
Okay. Let's think. What's a cool place that we could take you to? Probably not in the middle of any city.
Oliver has an idea if you ask him. It's like wizard talk right now.
I will. Wait, I asked Spela, how do you feel about dragons?
Oh, depends on the dragon, but usually they are quite nice.
Okay, well. Okay, I will crystal ball on Marina's. What?
What's your chance to succeed on a crystal ball?
I don't know.
Oh, got the table. I had the table open.
I thought it was 100%.
No, it's a table. There's like personally well known, personally known slightly, pictured, part of in possession. Is it like personally
It's
well
probably
known?
personally well known.
It's yeah, so it's 100% chance for personally well known, 85% chance for personally known slightly, 50% for pictured, and then it just goes
We've
down from
gone.
there.
That's been a pretty reoccurring meeting place. I've probably spent like a total of at least a month studying spells there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a familiar place. I think it's personally well known.
Yeah.
So it's 100% then, yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Unless there's like some other modifiers I'm not finding on here. Yeah,
Magic resistance.
Unless it's on another plane, and the which is minus 25%.
Magic resistance. No. Works. No. You see the hut.
Gosh, I scoot over and wave Septima to, Spela to look.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's standing next to you, looking into her crystal ball with you. Yes. Oh. Looks interesting. What place is this?
So there's like it's like a dragon's little hut, but not a lot of people go there. Should be
common.
quaint.
I guess we can see. Is it like, can we all see it in the crystal ball, or is it like only those two?
I
I
don't think the two of you pay too much attention to what's going on, or
That's
you're
fair.
standing there
Yeah.
watching over them.
Fucking
I think
wizard
this is by far the safest place we could teleport to.
Looks safe, yeah.
Yeah, we've never really run into any troubles here.
Huh.
And I think it's like this guy. It's somehow related to this guy's like whole holy being thing or something.
Huh. That is interesting.
Maybe getting pointed at like what the fuck are they pointing at me for?
Did you know many priests back in your time?
Most of the important ones, yeah.
Did you have any priests that could cast that spell that would make you sleep for an hour and then you could memorize spells again?
Yeah.
That was so nice. I've met one of them once, but it's a shame that I can't use that every day.
Well,
we should
using it
make
every
a.
day is a problem, but
Wait, why?
oh, you're kind of messing up your sleeping schedule, and then
Yeah, but you're
problems
gaining
down
an
the
extra.
line.
You're gaining an extra 7 hours a day. That's probably worth it.
Yeah, technically.
I'm saying we should probably, make a joint research project and try to recreate that spell. Just, with arcane.
Or we could kidnap a priest. No. Well, may I have my rod?
Well,
You have it with you?
wait. You're gonna use the rod to teleport? I thought you had the spell prepared.
Yeah, so? I
Why,
would like to
would
have
you,
my rod back.
well, why would you use the rod if you have the spell prepared?
She holds out one hand.
This is unfair. Wait. This is unfair. You would have still been trapped in that ball if it wasn't, or that topaz if it wasn't for me.
I think the rest of us can see what's happening, even though we can't understand the words.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
like the
clearly.
same thing that has happened 3 times already with your wizard friend. Clearly she wants something and he clearly doesn't want to give it to her.
I mean, the rod. I feel like this you should allow me to keep because you can cast the spells anyway. It's of way greater utility for me than it is to you.
Uzmar,
I strongly disagree. I think that there are things the rod can do that would probably end your life in an instant.
But okay, well the rod is depleted of charges.
Well then, you can give it to me.
I give her the rod
Yeah.
reluctantly.
She takes the rod.
To be fair, we never use that rod ever.
Then she
Yeah,
tells
because
you,
it has weak charges.
grab your cat, hold hands. It's gonna be a quick moment here.
I do it. Yeah, I do as she says. Yeah.
yeah?
Then she
Ring of hands. Circle. Yeah.
puts the rod away and casts the spell, holding on to probably Ruven. And a moment later, you find yourself standing in front of Narina's hut.
Nice. I mean, it might be a little disoriented for me and Ribbon, just because we've never teleported actually before.
Yeah. You are kind of technically disoriented for a round.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Take you a while anyways.
Wait, what is this teleport without error?
You can ask her.
Knows.
Whoa,
I know
so
because
disoriented.
there's phase door, past wall, dimension door, astral travel, teleport without error. It's probably teleport without error, but does that really work? I would have assumed that it has the same problems as.
Yeah, do some research into it. Yeah, I think like as after like the round's over, I think like Oliver's sort of like, what the fuck was that? And then like looks around, like just like taps the ground to make sure we're safe, and then it's like, okay. We could go over to Spela and just say like, thank you for getting us out of there.
What? What do you mean? Thank her.
You're welcome. That is an interesting place. Would anybody
come.
be so kind as to explain to me where we are about?
Yes, we are.
I
Oliver,
saw
like,
you have
pull
one
up
of the maps, so
I guess like Oliver like asked for one of the maps and be like, yes, we are. I also pull up the map, one of our maps, of the modern maps, and like show the comparison between like both maps, the comparison between the two, and give like a brief rundown on like that area is kind of like just pure desert now. There's like ant-men crawling around, blah blah blah. There's like weird creatures and like you can like have the land that's.
well, she will ask you about the Ant-Man.
Yeah, he'll explain the ant-men. Like they live in these these large ant colonies. There's like he'll explain all the different types of ones they've seen so far, like the giant beetles, the ones that wear like these weird like mushroom spears that break and they et cetera, et cetera. The giant worms that they use, et cetera, et cetera. They don't like each other as well, they war with each other. And how they assault like this gate on our map, on our side of the wall. Yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah.
That is curious. I did not
And
expect
also,
that.
yeah, he'll explain how they came after the Cataclysm, or whatever that is. He doesn't really know what it is yet entirely, but they came after that.
Huh. I guess that's more interesting than I did expect.
But anyways, I'll lead you inside, Miss Spela, if I can show you around. This is the fuck, what do we call this place before? This is the home for the homeless, I guess. Currently, is like is what Narina calls it. I'll, like, show her inside.
Nerina, you say?
Yes, would you like to?
Curious name.
Would you, how so?
Dragons are peculiar with their names, and I've heard this name before.
I heard it's in a past life as well, so
Well, I might have met her one time, long time ago.
well, would you be remiss to meet her a second time?
I think once I'm done adjusting, I would very much like to.
All right, don't light the fire then. Like you walk inside, like a shower inside.
As you
Or
walk
light the fire
inside,
when you're ready, I
I
guess,
mean,
is a
there's
better way
no
to phrase
need to light the fire because it's a cozy place. It is warmish. Let me just quickly find out what the weather is. You're coming from the desert. I mean, you're not technically coming from the desert. You're coming from underground in a jungle. And at the moment it is... Oh, okay. It's not rainy season anymore. It's... Yeah, just cloudy today. So...
Yeah, over like, oh yeah.
Yeah, as you walk her inside, the other two can decide what they want to do. She goes inside with you and sits down on the table and then says, I would very much like to know more about these ant creatures you're talking about. Are they civilized? Do they do things? What?
Oliver will think for a moment and be like, I don't know how much we know about them entirely, aside from what we've told you, but they don't appear to be civilized. They have these giant holes in the ground, almost like, have you seen like an anthill before? Almost like those, but much bigger. Like they're the size of humans, roughly. Like the regular ones, at least. Some of them can fly, some of them can, and they seem to feast on corpses. Like they're he'll say the time, like how like the one time we fought a brown dragon out in the desert and like they dragged it away into the colony and like feasted on its corpse, and like that's what, like how they basically what's it called, like assembly line and like the corpse away basically.
Curious. I think that, well, I might look into these things. It sounds interesting.
Yes, they seem to have like blocks out east almost, like they like a good they seem to like have a radius around their colonies, I think, roughly, and like they seem just like they seem to like only like those within their colony, and they also have like if you fight one, you're more likely to find. You usually never find them alone. He'll basically give like the rundown of like that sort of shit. I don't want to. I could sit here for a while explaining it, but it'd be kind of. Yeah, he explained all the stuff we know about him pretty much.
Right. What are the other two doing? You going inside as well, or?
Reuven spends a couple of minutes like hugging grass and hugging trees and being joyful at being back in normal land. And we'll eventually get back to the house, though.
I'm laying on the floor, on the ground, crying because I'm gonna lose all my magic shit.
Actually, Reuven, seeing Usma, being in an emotional state, will, after having just hugged the tree for a minute, will
Reuven,
go walk.
give me a
up to him.
charisma check.
Okay.
At like -3.
Okay. I have roll 20 open. Oh no, it has updated. I did not update it before.
I just automatically updated recently.
So plus
That
8,
pass. Yeah. 24.
24.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Reuven will go walk up to Usma and slouch down onto the grass next to him, put an arm over his like shoulders or his back, and this kind of half hug. Are you okay, Usma?
We're gonna lose all our stuff.
Reuven seems to be-
We're supposed to go out and we were supposed to find new magic stuff, but instead we're just gonna lose all of our stuff.
Reuven kind of looks at you quizzically, having some understanding of your plight, but probably not fully having the same mind as you.
When you get away the armor, you're gonna be so fucked, dude.
Yes, I will have to mention this to her soon. But I wanted to talk with you first. It's just been very, very fast. And everything has been very. I would say difficult. I can't quite find the words in human to say them, but I am truly glad that we, all of us, made it out this time. And I wanted to say how proud I am of you, Usmar. Those multiple times during this trip, especially when we were just the two of us, I feel as though I made multiple bad decisions, wrong calls, that I will attempt to in the future remedy, be better, be smarter, but you at those moments, you made the correct ones. We could have been blasted by some weird magic from that creature I was hesitating against and talking to, but you struck him first. Without you, I would have probably been dead in that final fight. So, and his hand, like holding onto your back, like tightens as he gives you this a very intense, like half hug, holding onto your body.
But Ruben, we're gonna lose all of our magical gear, and then the next time it won't matter even if we make the correct decisions, we'll still die.
I think, I think it will be okay.
We need to scale back everything if we mean to survive.
He nods. I understand, but I also feel like there is how you humans say a silver lining. Possibly we were going at it this time a bit too fast. Maybe taking it a step slower next time could be positive.
I shake my head. But then we're not gonna get cool magic stuff.
He looks to you and says, I realize the difference in perspective of humans, but you are still young, Usmar. We still have many years, do we not? I think we can afford to be slightly slower.
You get a disapproving look from Osmar.
Ah, I guess. I am currently spouting the nonsense that my teachers and professors have constantly blasted into my mind.
It's easy for you to speak of having time.
His face slightly hardens as he turns to really gaze you into your eyes. Yes. But do you think you are about to die?
Well, it's all about perspective. What does about to mean? Within 100 years? Yes, I do think so.
Reuben's eyes kind of trail past you and just look away. I guess if you look at it that way, indeed.
It's fine. What's done is done. She's gonna ask for her shit back. You know, there's nothing that can be done about it. We just need to look forward. I'm sure it's fine. We're gonna be fine.
Reuben's gaze turns back to you and gives you a very charming smile and says, and that's what I love about you, Usmar. The confidence to step back and get back into it. Even the most difficult of times. And I understand.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I didn't say I'm gonna get back into it. Just take this one step at a time.
He kind of just chuckles at you and reaches out his other hand, like, gives you a big hug. I'm so happy we are alive and back, Osmar. Let's just enjoy this.
As I hug Ruben, I ruffle his hair.
He takes it. Yeah.
As you finish up your lovely episode on the grass and head inside as well, I guess.
No, I was chilling outside.
Okay, well then, you continue chilling outside. Inside, Oliver, after you have spoken about the Ant-Man, I guess you have like a map around. Spela like looks at the map and then starts pointing at random things and asks you, well, what's this?
Well. Good thing I have a local history proficiency, so I can actually explain what's going on.
Yeah, she like kind of is curious about like the hole in Earth, what that is, the cities, why these forest areas specifically are like carved out on the map. Yeah, and as you go over the map and like explain things to her, she points at the lighthouse and asks what that is.
Not too sure. It's just it was basically like not too sure. We've never been there before, but we've heard rumors of ghosts there. I guess. I don't know how true they are, but that seems to be the going rumors.
Okay.
Something that if I ever wanted to explore it, but I just haven't had the time.
Who built it? Let us say, quite a large structure to be making it on a map.
If I remember correctly, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's pretty much like no one knows who built it, right? It's just kind of there. Like
You know, now that you've been asked that question, you don't really have an answer.
Yeah, I think he just kind of like he thinks on it for a second. He's like, wait, like, it might have been like this king or queen at some point built it, and it's like, no, it's older than that. And he's like, he just kind of like shrugs his shoulders and is like, I'm actually not too sure. Kind of always been there, I guess, as far as I'm aware, or popped in at some point. I'm not too sure.
And does it serve a purpose?
I don't think.
Are you a
so.
seafaring nation? Do you travel the
No,
ocean?
the only ocean that I think, the only place that we traveled to, I think, is Hatan Island. That's very not consistent, I would say. It seems to be like a very, very much a new thing that we're traveling, that like they were traveling there.
A new thing?
Like the last, yes, recently.
Huh.
And I think some people might fish in Dupor Lake. Like I'll point to the map, like Love Lake. I think that's might do some fishing, but I think but I don't think there's any. Because it could be, that's correct. Or not like I don't think we usually sail. It's kingdom sails, right? Really?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, really? Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think so. Pretty much, no. Not really. Aside from the few ships that go into the Hatan Island, I don't think there's much shipping going on.
Odd. I mean, we had a lighthouse at the harbor.
However, like this thing's
But it
on it for a
was a
second. I guess that is true.
quite usual thing for ships to be leaving to the island. That is odd that you have such a prominent structure without a specific reason.
I guess I just never really knew what it was for. I guess it's never really made just we never really did shipping, so I guess it never really occurred to me that's what it was used for.
Interesting. Well, um, anything else I should know?
Oliver like a big thing. He's like, yes. He sort of like looks at himself like in his armor, and he's like, you know that I'm a chosen of one of the deities, but they have been, how should I put this, away, gone for a long time, and just recently returned, I guess, or come back. I'm not entirely sure what the correct word is. Seems
What
to be a big.
exactly do you mean with away, gone?
Well, he'll give like an explanation of how like the like religious structure like seemed to be in the kingdom like 5 years ago or whatever, and be like, oh, there's only like the basically like the like oh, I forgot what the gods are called. Like, I open up the thing. Oh, it's only like the sun, basically like the gods and the great gods and the consorts basically was the only ones that I think we knew of for up until a few years ago, I would say, until they came back and started to. Well, at least in my case, that is what happened. I'm not sure exactly how the other clerics and chosen interacted with them, but at least as the kingdom as a whole only recently became aware that they were, I guess, around.
And do you like
Yeah, we'll
continue
go with
like
all
talking like there's some things you said and I don't know if you said other things.
Okay, he basically kind of explains how like the basically like yeah like he explains like how like the ruler structure worked prior to like a few years ago, and like then like oh shit, like then it became then like he got chosen and became more aware there are other deities around and blah blah blah, and like clerics and paladins or whatever chosen or whatever, and then he explains like that whole spiel about how like it's kind of only like a recent phenomenon like in the last like 2-3 years that like they've come back, and before that there was basically no sign of them whatsoever. It was kind of like he explains that there's like stories of them, but not like they weren't like real. Kind of, it seemed to be more fairy tale than real until
When
recently.
and there were no priests of the greater gods?
None that I'm aware of, I guess. I don't. At least if there were, they were very, very secretive. I don't think that they were. They weren't. No, I don't think so. He's going through his head, and he's like, no, I think they were more like fairy tales than anything.
Huh. So just
There's
these
and
mind meddling, excuse my words, just the lesser deities. are now here, or what are you trying to say?
He lets it slide over him. He takes a deep breath, and is like, you could say that, I guess. I am not aware of everything that is going on, but it seems to be that, as you said, the deities are the only ones that are active at this point in time, you might say, or unless I'm unaware, the major gods might be active as well, but that is something I'm not aware of, or I'm privy to.
That is odd.
I wasn't even aware they had clerics or priests or chosen any at all. But there's a lot of things that I don't know. I was only aware of the deities that they had clerics and chosen.
She looks into the distance for quite a moment. And then she shakes her head and looks back at you and says, have you by chance visited the island?
He shakes his head no. No, but all I know, no. The only thing I know about the island was that it's kind of there's snow there. He says, like, questioningly, like, kind of like not entirely sure, kind of like half knowing what it is. There's a white dragon there, and there was he kind of like looks a bit somberly for a second. There was the old chosen of Condalier there as well before he unfortunately, the white dragon, as I said previously, slaughtered him and his companion. That was a fairly recent event. That is about all I know about it. Is that like I guess he'll give a little bit of what he got from Septima as well, or just kind of like it's like dangerous to traverse there, and like not many people come back. But no, that's about all I know about it. I've never been there myself.
Is there anything else you know about this island?
He instructs as he goes back in his mind's palace. Oh yeah, there was we have an old fairy tale from there that's a mighty spellcaster made his residence on that island, and then brought down a curse that turned the gods against the people. like some deep knowledge that he's coming back from. There are a bunch of islands around there as well. They have volcanoes on them that I got from a companion, associate of mine that I don't really know what those are, but there's volcanoes there. Aside from the fairy tale, there's not really much we know, like the old story. I don't know I don't know how much truth it has to it, but
I hope not more than you wish. But
seems that might have more truth to it than I thought overall. Because
some things check
he'll,
out.
he'll mention the harbor book that we got about how a bunch of people went to that island a long time ago. Like I remember I mentioned it from memory, but how we got like a book from the what was that place called? Basically, like the northern, like the lighthouse was you talked about. There was a book that we got there, and it was had a bunch of important people going there, like chosen, high level, like clerics, mages, etc. Going to that island for a purpose, I'm assuming.
Do you by chance have the names?
I think Usmar has the book, but there was quite a lot of them. But I can show I can definitely show it to you when we get there. But I remember all there was about a dozen or more of them, and I'm sure you might recognize some of them if they were important people at the time. They mentioned you in the book as well, so imagine it was around the time that you did your thing. But yes, it was yes, it seemed to be like chosen and clerics and mages and warriors and like important people. Yeah, as you said, if you're keen on it, I can ask you some more for it right now. I'm sure he still has it. You should be able to read it.
I very much would like to.
Oh, let's go ask him real quick. Yeah. Oliver like lead back outside. Oh yeah, like not open up the door and be like, oh, I don't know like, what state there. It's like Usmar laying on the ground and be like,
Yeah,
Usmar, do
probably
you have that
both
harbor
laying
book
on the
still?
ground.
Yeah, I was thinking both laying on the ground. Like, Usmar, do you have that? I pause for a second. Do you still have that harbor book that we got in that place a long time ago?
Yeah, why?
Spelo was interested in it.
Well, I
And
was
the
interested in the rod of planar traveling. So I'm afraid I cannot relent any items yet before trade negotiations are made.
Reuben, who is like really wrapped around you almost, kind of squeezes like your upper arm a bit and like whispers next to you, like, you know, it'd probably be better if we were a bit more kind for the negotiations.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying I need all the leverage I can get.
Reuben gives you a look that he thinks that giving it to her more easily will lead to better consequences down the road, but allows you to make the final decision.
Yeah, I'm grumpily not letting anyone touch my bag.
Are you guys like whispering to each other, or like talking quietly enough that I can't hear?
I
You can't hear?
am not talking quietly.
Okay. Usma, I think it would be very. I get to look at Spiel and see what her reaction is first.
Oh, she's like smiling at the moment.
Like he'd love to sigh and be like, it might be a bit of time before we relinquish it. Like he'll say like kind of quietly, so Usma can't heal, but he probably will relinquish it sooner rather than later. I do know that the only thing I do remember is that he like kind of looks like weird for a second. Is it like the Sacred Guardian Oliver was going there as well. I think some other people as well. There was quite a few people as well. I don't remember all the names though. I think the Magnificent, some titles like that, the Champions, stuff, etc. I don't remember the names specifically though.
Makes sense.
Oh yes, and one quote was that the person who wrote it had seemed to think that it was important enough event that you would think that the Queen was having giving birth over there. But I don't. I think that was more of just a cheeky joke.
Well, at least I don't remember the queen being in an age to give birth, so probably
anyways,
not the
yeah.
case.
I do apologize for Usmar, but yeah, he should relinquish it eventually. Just give him some time.
Baby wizards. They're so keen on the things, they don't quite understand the world yet. But he will figure it out that not all the things are that important.
He takes it in for a second. Like, but anyways, yes. Well, if you have any more questions, I can. I'll be happy to answer about like this was going on recently.
I don't have that much of a question, but considering the fact that I have been locked in an extra planar time dilated space for I don't quite know how long, and I'm not sure if I'm hungry or not, but do you by chance have food here?
Oh yes, lots of it. There's like a leader inside the pantry with like all like everything that you would ever want.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, cool. She starts like making food. And if you want to join her, you can eat with her.
Oh
She
yeah,
like starts cooking.
Oliver will let the other two know when she's done if like they want food, but he'll just leave her to be for now. But yeah, just like Jill, and like do the thing where you do your help with someone else is cooking, or you just like, oh, I'll chop vegetables and you do the actual cooking. Yeah.
Yeah. Kitchen adventure goes for a while. and you can all get together to eat dinner. Unless
Yeah, I'll-
Osmar decides that he wants to lie on the grass for more time and sob.
Oliver will at least let them know when the food is done.
Oh, I think it depends on if and how Ruin goes to eat.
Reuben kind of like pokes at you. We should probably go and have some food.
Yeah, I'll join.
Yeah. Yeah. Spela serves you food. You're sitting at the table. If you want to talk, now would be a good point in time.
At least at this point, Oliver's just gonna like kitchen chatter, which is basically just mindless chatter, like nothing important, but just talk to talk. Like ease the tension if there's any.
At some point, I interrupt Oliver speaking and say, "Okay, so what items can I keep?"
I don't know. What items do you have? Considering you found a jewel, I assume nobody else had broken into my laboratory before you.
I think everything, almost.
Let me
Ruben
think if
gives
there's
you-
something important to me at the moment.
There's a staff. There's wands of lightning and fire. There's a wand of size alteration. There's a rod of charming.
Reuben
There's
gives.
a wand of find metal and find magic.
Oh, I very much would like to have my wand of fine metal, as you call it.
I
So-
give her the wand of find metal.
Um,
I put it on the food table.
do you have the elven chain?
Well,
Reuben will
think all have
stand
turned
up
to
for a
Reuben.
moment and turn to her, I guess, and give. He can very obviously see in his body language trying to think of some sort of ritualistic bow for this appropriate scenario, but his mind blanks. So he kind of just stands at an angle awkwardly for an awkward few seconds, and then just coughs and says, "No, that is something I gave away."
You brought it back, I assume.
it's not like you can use it anyway.
He nods.
It was a gift! I mean, an unusual gift, but still.
Wait, what did you do to get a gift like that?
You're quite the nosy one.
And you're quite the question avoidant one.
Oh, yes.
Maybe Usmar, if you tell about some stuff from the horror book, she might be able to tell some stuff from how she got the gift.
Oh, I will never tell that story.
Well, never mind then.
Hey, no. Okay. Well. Well. I have my rod back. That is important to me. I have my pearl. That is quite interesting.
I feel like I would make better use of the pearl than you.
How many golems did you kill with the pearl so far?
Well, I didn't have the pro for the golems.
Well,
I don't think that's a good metric for measuring relative utility.
ah. You can talk about that some other point. I guess. My ring? Do you have my ring?
Which
And-
ring?
Oh, the ring of spell storing.
Reuven takes it off and puts it on the table, and will also not unsheath but take off the +3 sword and put it on the table.
But don't we think that these at least would help us much more than you? What do you need a ring of spell storing for?
Oh, it's just, you know. She takes it.
You would. I shake my head.
And channels the ring for a moment. Then shakes her head and starts casting a few spells.
I think it was like fully empty, if I remember correctly. I don't have my notes open, but it was like.
Was fully empty?
I think it was like mostly fully empty or fully empty. It was
Yeah.
either fully empty or like had like one spell in it or something like that. Because I think
Oh, yeah.
we used like all of it at the last. I think we used like Prying Eyes, Ultravision, and Lance of Disruption like last session pretty much.
Yeah.
You
And then
did
True
use
Sight has
prying
already gone
eyes.
away.
You never.
Well, we used Prying Eyes. We never refilled Prying Eyes because
Oh,
we just
okay.
kind of had to. Because we went back. Because we used Prying Eyes the day before Usmar and Riven went down, and then they went down the next day and didn't refill it. I think. I think it's like it was fully empty.
Yeah. Then in this case, before channeling space, she, after focusing on the ring, like looks up and says, "Is there a specific reason why this is not charged?"
The
We've
spells
already-
were used.
Believe we keep it charged as much as we can, but I think we're just in a tight spot for spells. Speaking for Usmar, if you want to send say anything else.
No.
Yes, yeah.
Are you able to recharge it?
Or look at Usmar, because I don't. He doesn't. Oliver has no idea the logistics of it.
Yes. We just didn't have the time.
She looks at you for slightly longer than is comfortable. Puts it back on the table. Did you by chance, considering I'm in a land that I'm unfamiliar with at the moment, I would probably need some sort of
Spell components? I know just the place where you can get them from.
well, that's one thing. The other thing is money. All my money was in a hole. Do you?
Oliver will pull out. How much do you need to be comfortable?
I don't know.
I bury my head in my hand.
How much?
How much? Yeah, he'll like
How
pull
much
out
did you
like
take?
he'll look at her and be like, I believe we took all of it that was in the portable hole.
We've probably put in more money than we've spent, though.
Well, I guess
I do.
I don't need to be hoarding money at the moment.
Here, he'll just hand her like a coin pouch of 50 platinum. Just mark that off for now. I'll use one coin pouch of.
She puts the coin pouch on the table and says, I guess 1500 platinum should be good enough to start some things back up.
1500, she said. Oh god, I'm looking through my
We
account
don't,
things
there,
right now.
there wasn't 1,500 even to begin with, I don't think.
Looking over
I'm
all these stuff.
quite certain that I not on the coin exactly, but I more or less know how much wealth I possessed before I locked myself away.
Yeah, and I don't
That's
think that was
not-
1500 platinum.
That's not even half of what there was.
That definitely is more than. I don't think there even was that much.
I think she's talking about in total, like there's that much, like it's accumulated between like all the coins and
I
gems
don't-
and stuff like that. But I don't recall how much. I didn't know if I don't think we've sold all the gems yet, or even gotten rid of most of them if we have.
Well, at least according to my accounting, there should have been over 4,000 platinum coins that you looted.
Definitely not.
It's like out of character. I'm pretty sure it's definitely not, but
What?
I'm pretty sure we got like I only have like 500 platinum total currently. I didn't
Yeah,
spend that much.
and we have a little bit over 1,000.
I think we got yeah.
You spent shitload of money.
No, I spent pretty much only gold.
You definitely
I
did
don't-
not only spend gold.
I have.
I mean, I
total
haven't
platinum,
spent.
but-
I haven't spent 10,000 platinum. There's no way there was 40k.
I mean,
How much is 1,500? So it's 1,500 platinum she wanted.
yeah.
That is 4,000. It's about 4,000 more gold than I currently have, like total.
Yeah, that's more than I have total.
Yeah, I guess if we combine our lots, we'd have enough. But that's yeah. And then I
my
don't mind. doing
my,
it, but,
my
yeah.
platinum thing has never started with a 2. It's never been over 2,000.
I don't know how much you're on to use Smart Spent though, so that's just my accounting. I only count what I currently have, or what I have.
How much?
accounted for me.
Uh,
I have 11,200 after I gave her the 500 gold or 50 platinum. I have 11,279.63 gold left right now.
I look at her and say, I'm pretty sure you've done some accounting wrong. There's no way you had 40,000 platinum.
how much do you think you got from the portable hole?
Oh, that's so long ago. We wrote it down. I wrote it down somewhere in our chat somewhere. I can look it up.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember
But you
we
counted
only
the
got
money.
coins. I counted the money. Yes, I'm looking through
Yeah.
the chat, the history right now. 'Cause I wrote it down somewhere, like how much we would all share. Fuck, where is it? We got 1,370 point. We got 1,730 platinum coins and 4,401 gold piece coins, and then I didn't account for the silver piece. So basically, each person I think was gonna get about 19,000 gold after the share. This is each person sharing GP. 18,945. So that times 3 is about 54,000 gold. Oh no, it'd be 19. It'd be 57,000 gold total, roughly. Like a little bit less than that. Is what we got in GP.
Where did you find it?
I just put it's a 5/06/2023 in Awakening chat.
Just reply it and put a dot.
Yeah,
in
there we go. Reply from that's good. Yeah.
Why is it so different than what I wrote down?
I don't know. I just remember I counted all the money. I didn't like go through, but I don't think we counted the gems though at all. I don't think it's just counting the coins. I think it's counting the gems we got. I think I just remember counting the coins
Well, no, 18,900 gold.
per person. So that's that times 3. So what is that?
No, that's exactly where we end up.
1.
4,000
I guess we just spent all
platinum
the money.
coins,
way.
13,000 gold coins.
Oh, because you have to give away like half of it to your fucking god or some shit?
I gave away a fuck ton of money, yeah.
Yeah, Oliver threw a shitload of money at the
Campaign, and I think
Campaign,
I
yeah.
I also gave away a bunch of money. like, after that as well.
1370 platinum for everyone. Yeah. 4,000
Yeah,
gold
I
for
think
everyone.
it's right, yeah.
That's
I
exactly
think that's right.
how much I think it
I
was.
think Usmar probably spent a lot of money on stuff as well, probably.
There's
Yeah,
no way that's that much money.
You spent thousands of golds on books and
And
wood.
he also spent a bunch of money on wood and
Yeah,
like shit, I think, as well.
No, that wasn't that expensive.
You threw money around like crazy.
No.
Spell
Anyway,
research,
I think-
like 8,000 gold in spell research alone.
Nah, it wasn't
Either way-
that much.
You've
Either way,
been
I think,
throwing
yeah,
money
I think-
around like crazy. I kept asking all the time, do you have enough money? And she's like, no problem, no problem. Yeah, it's all gone, okay. Well, she wants
At
1,500
least we
platinum
confirmed
back.
that. Yeah,
Alright.
at least we confirmed that the money, the count is right. Yeah. Oliver will at least explain where he spent his share of the money and be like, I guess. Yeah, he'll just. Yeah. I think we spend quite a lot of it. It seems like.
Well, then I
And he'll
guess
like go over his
you
accounting how much he has
owe
left.
me a certain amount of money.
Wrong. Incorrect. You don't get. Okay, just think about. Put yourself in our perspective. Okay, that is by right our money. Okay, we find a fucking empty place. There's a fuck ton of money. That's our shit.
Well, you find a place and steal all the things, and now
It's
the person
not like
who
that was
owned
someone's
them is back
property.
and wants them.
It's a different thing if you go into someone's house where there's a locked door and you break into it and you fucking steal their money while they're sleeping
Excuse me?
inside of it.
There was at least 3 puzzles, a guardian, and
We did not.
2
To be
observers.
fair.
I don't
To be
think there
fair.
was any puzzles or any guardians. We literally just walked in.
No. There was the guardian.
No, we literally just walked in. It was absolutely not a challenge. It was kind of, it made me doubt if this was built by a wizard or by just a common day laborer.
To be fair, we also passively dealt with the observers as well, and the guardian seemed to be quite more against that.
No, I think you need to empathize with our position more.
I think I just need a certain amount of money to get my things started back up. You have been looting my laboratory. That's fine. I won't be angered about you taking all these things. There's many things I do not need. But I think wanting a fraction of my earthly possessions back is well within my rights.
Is 15,000 platinum really a fraction?
1,500.
Oh, 1,500? Well, there's no 1,500. I can give you...
How much gold do you have total right now? I'm curious, because we can maybe split the difference. It's 15,000 gold total.
We're gonna be literally broke.
I have total 11. I have. I guess I'm gonna take that 550 platinum back just so I can calculate how much money I have. I have a total 11,779.63 gold.
11,000.
779.63. Yeah.
Well, you don't
No,
need to
11
give it back to me right now, but over the course of the next few months or year, I guess. Or let's just say you owe me a certain amount of money.
I think that is.
Let's not keep it vague. That's how they fuck us on loans. They just say some vague shit, and then they will forever on to perpetuity say that we owe them.
Oh no, you owe me a specific amount of money, which is 15,000 gold if the conversion still is the same. And I would like to get that amount of money back from you. You can keep the rest.
I look at. Never mind. I don't look at Ruben.
Since even if you don't look, you can feel him being like, "This is a good deal." Yes.
Ruben, you have no idea. Okay, that's money they are talking about. That's completely outside of your understanding.
No, Ruben has a very clear understanding. They're talking about money. She was talking about magic artifacts, and now we can just pay her off with shiny coins. That's like the best deal you could get.
Out of character, how much gold do you have off this market? We could probably just pay her off right now if you.
I mean, we can pay her, but then we literally have no money ourselves.
If we split it, Usmar, I would have like 4K gold left over.
Okay, maybe I have like
But that's up to you.
I have
1,100
plat. So if I give 1,000 away, I have 120.
No, we can split it. We can split it like 50-50 if you want to. So you can do 7.
But I think I should take 66% because I have Ruben's and my money.
Okay,
So
okay.
we can spend in 60, 60, 33.
Okay, let's do that. Math.
So 1,005. Wait, 1.5. No, 1,500.
It'd be about 1,000. About 1,500. Yeah, platinum. You,
So I
you
need
give
to give
1,000.
990 platinum. That's my share.
Okay, so I can give the 501 platinum.
And also she wants the portable hole back.
What?
I'm fine with that as well. But we have 2 portable holes. I think it's fine. But yeah, this is all Usmar.
Okay, we make sure to give her the one that's been skunk sprayed.
Which way? What is in the portable holes right now? Which one do we give her?
I
'Cause
think
one of them has
yours was.
dragon parts in it, right?
Oh yeah, we can say we'll give you that eventually, but there's currently some stuff that needs to be moved around. It needs to be dropped somewhere.
She
Can we?
takes something to scribble and scribbles down. You owe her 15,000 gold and 1 portable hole. She
Can we
takes
just?
the wand, she takes the rod, and currently is holding onto the pearl.
Wait, did you take the strong magic finding wand as well? That was unclear.
No, just the mineral and something.
Okay.
Okay, we can just set this up after eating. Okay. We'll make room in the portable holes and we'll plop the fucking money in, get fucking ransomed by a wizard, and then do that shit. And then that's that. However, uh, however, that laboratory is not. I'm willing to share it with you, but you cannot steal that place away from me. I've made it that it was dirty, it was busted, everything was it was there was so much broken shit. Everything was fucked. I had to clean that place. I spent at least 2 days cleaning it. Probably more. I've set up a small laboratory there. You can't just
You
kick me
know,
out of. You can't just
a
kick me out of there.
wizard's secret laboratory is only as useful as it is secret. Therefore, I
You don't want it?
might have to. I don't want to make it my primary point of residence. No, can no
Okay.
longer serve its purpose since we have found it.
It was pretty easy to find, to be honest.
Well, but I will probably spend some time there, so might be coming around. Still, a nostalgic place for me. Well, you can keep most of the things. If there's something specific I need, I probably will be reaching out to you.
I give out a heavy sigh and say, wait, what's the word? In for what sort of things? There's a word here. For the purpose of, being good faith, I will extend an olive branch and remind you, in case you forgot, that in the laboratory on a desk there was 2 tomes that radiated very strong magic.
You can keep
I
them.
can keep
They are
that.
useless to me.
Oh.
And so far, I would guess they are probably useless to you as well, but I'm
What do you
open to
mean?
be.
How would they be useless to me? They're books.
Yes, one of them would drive you insane and one would kill you, but technically they are
Wait.
books.
Why?
Well, at least
Oh,
I
those
guess
books.
you are not very much the person for them. Unless
do you
I'm mistaken,
mean?
but I could tell you for certain if you wish to know.
Yes, I do wish to know.
Um, uh, what is this?
What does that even mean? Not the
I know what
person
it
for
means.
them.
I had a character know what it means. Yeah.
Weren't we told like by multiple individuals and what those books were?
I think you got told by at least two people. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
At least Usmar did.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember at least I sent like a mess. Like I think I told somebody to send you a message to not to read the books at the very least. And I think you asked somebody about it, if I remember correctly.
All I remember is that books usually come in a set of 3, and I assume Spela now has eaten one of the books.
I don't remember where my notes on. Let me see if I can find it.
She grabs the ring. And casts something into the ring. And then uses the ring to cast a spell.
Wait, does the ring have?
Yeah,
And
more spells than we know of.
looks at all of you
Oh, I know exactly.
and says, no, I've been correct.
What does that mean?
That means that you neither radiate good nor evil.
Why don't I radiate good?
Probably because you never do something without thinking about the gain, but that's just my guess.
That's not true.
Well,
I went out for a drink with a good old friend pal of mine with nothing to gain.
great. Seems like whatever divine spirit is left in this place is a different idea. Well, that's neither mine nor yours to decide.
I opened the guy's locked door.
She shrugs.
I look at Oliver. Why don't the gods deem me good?
That is not for me to say. He said
Wait.
like questionably.
Does Oliver radiate good?
She takes a long look at him and then says, oh, of course.
What? Does Reuben radiate good?
No?
What? This is some BS. This is some god level nepotism.
Well, that might very much be true, but it doesn't really change much.
Why would it be different if we've been on all the same adventures?
Because true good and evil doesn't come from actions alone, it comes from motives.
Wait, but if I become evil, then I could read the other book. Is that what you're saying?
She takes a long look at Oliver and says, I guess.
So could I just murder someone and then read the book? Not that I would, just hypothetically.
I guess your friend would be a better one to answer that question.
Oh, look at Oliver. Would I be evil if I murdered someone?
Do you need me to answer that question for you?
Well, I feel like yes, but I feel like I'm good right now, and evidently, my judgment is not valid. So, yes, I very much do need an outside opinion.
Oliver like is quiet for a moment. Just like thinks how to phrase the answer. And he's like, I think you've been given most of the information. I think you've been given most of the answers you need here. I But yes, they would be evil if you murdered somebody.
Or should I do it?
Sort of
then?
in the definition of murder. It's by definition kind of evil.
Is one
Kill it.
evil act enough to make me evil?
Are you willing to risk it?
I mean, then I would just have to murder again until I'm able to read the book.
Or until someone stops you in between then?
No one can stop me. But how can I be? What about the other option? How can I make myself good?
Well, for a change, you could pay back your debts to me. That's probably definitely something good.
No, that's not good. That's neutral.
Oh, it's good to me.
I don't think the gods would view it as some sort of special thing. I've prayed so many times. Why aren't I good?
Well, who did you pray to?
I prayed to like all the gods.
With a
Depending
side
on the
glance to
occasion.
Oliver, she says, "Do you think all the gods are good?"
Yeah.
Well,
I haven't prayed to the
that
bad
is a
ones, I
true
don't think.
neutral statement.
I haven't prayed to the bad ones.
Maybe, maybe not. Being a good person is about being a good person, not about trying to be a good person.
Yeah, but well, that just makes it worse. So if you try to be a good person, you can never be good. So it's not even worth it to try to do good actions.
I think it was more implied that you can't force being a good person. That was my understanding, at least.
Well, yeah, that's the same thing, right? Then you might as well not even try.
Is not trying to be good evil?
Well, that would be a winning situation. Because then I could read the book.
Well,
But it's not trying to be evil, good, or neutral.
But if I'm not trying to be evil, then shouldn't I be good? I don't think.
Seems more neutral to
Yeah,
me.
that's what I was thinking. I don't think it follows.
that is a complicated question, but somebody who is evil trying his best not to be evil should be considered good, shouldn't he?
I agree.
Yeah.
So if
but
I'm trying to be good,
if you are evil and you are trying to be good, that would probably change things, but
well,
you're not evil.
why is it different if I'm neutral and I'm trying to be good?
Because
Isn't
you're
the only
not
thing that
fighting
should matter?
against your nature,
Yes, I
I
am.
guess.
Because my nature is to be neutral. So it would be fighting against my nature.
If you add something, if you multiply nothing with something, it's still nothing.
Yes, but this isn't a multiplicative operation.
It could very much be.
Well, if you multiply a negative number by a positive number, you get a greater negative number.
Yeah, but you would be multiplying your negative number by another negative number because you're trying to do the opposite.
If you're considering now negative to be evil and positive to be good, then no. If you consider it to be a multiplicative operation, then doing good deeds as an evil person would be bad,
Yeah, but
and doing
you know,
evil deeds as an evil person. So therefore, it must be
a
an
minus
additive
2,
operation.
if you are a minus 2, your natural instinct would be to do a something, which would always be just your natural instinct, which would always just be a positive thing. But if you do the opposite, you're doing a negative thing to where you're standing, which would move you in the opposite direction.
But
a good person doing the opposite of what he wants to do would probably make him a bad person.
But this is you're changing the you're changing the value of an element depending on the operation. So let's say there is one action. Consider a mapping from real world actions to the integers. Let's say there's a good action, and now the mapping maps this good action to the integer number 2. Then if I, a bad person,
Mhm.
do that action,
Mhm.
it should be 2.
No, because the mapping is dependent on where you're starting from. If you're starting from a negative space, then mapping the appropriate action would map it onto a positive integer, and mapping the
Well, yeah, but
opposite
now
action.
this feels super circular. Now we're saying
Well,
that if you're
you know, at the end of the day, isn't everything kind of a bit circular?
no, we can define axioms and draw conclusions in a one-directional flow.
We can, but do you think a divine entity that is able to create all these things would work in the same logic that we are?
Yeah, probably, right?
If you think so?
They would just have more power to create or to actualize the base assumptions. They could just say let this thing be true instead of let's assume this to be true.
Yeah, and therefore they can change any axiom we would be able to come up with. If the creator of this thing we are living in decides that tomorrow the air we are breathing is no longer air, but could be happening, there's no
Sure,
reason for us to
but
believe that the air will be not air tomorrow.
that's not circular.
No, it's, well, circular, arbitrary. It's your choice of word.
No, it is a very arbitrary is a different thing than circular. I very much disagree.
Well, if we're talking about the thoughts of deities, circular and arbitrary serve the same purpose.
I am an expert on the thoughts of deities. My buddy here, Oliver, has learned a lot from me on the matter.
Well, then I guess find a deity to solve your good and evil problem.
I look to Oliver.
I think Oliver was like lost, like a lot, like started like zoning out of the conversation when you guys started talking about like
Probably.
after when you guys started talking about like philosophical axioms and trying to equate it to mathematical formulas and like, but is or like mathematics and like it is like he's like, hmm? Yes, there's more.
I need my Ellen to make me good. Can you do that for me? Or evil? Preferably good.
He looks at you with like a quizzical look. I don't think that's how it works.
Why?
I think that if you follow the teachings of Myelin, it would lead you in a good direction. But I think it could make you good, but I don't think she can, in that way, but I don't think she can just snap her fingers and make you good.
How long do I need to follow her teachings to be good?
Well,
Wait,
speaking in a
what?
true neutral spirit again.
What what information does the book even hold? Is it even worth to go through this effort?
Oh, well, it was definitely worth for me. Although I got lucky and I didn't have to deal with all this good and evil crap.
Where did you find the books?
You know, sometimes things find you, sometimes you find things. It's hard to say.
What does that mean?
Do you think
Maybe.
artifacts of this power have a mind of their own?
No.
Well, there's
They're
much to
books.
learn, I guess.
They're books. How could they have a mind of their own?
What do you think happened to the book I read after I read it?
You ate it, so
No.
no one else could duplicate the information.
It disappeared.
Where to?
I don't know.
Oh, so these books need to also be read, and then they will also disappear, and then all of the books will be available again. That's how it works, right?
Maybe. I don't
So-
know. I have no understanding of these things.
Oliver, can you read the good book?
I would very much say that is a bad idea.
Isn't it like a wizard's book?
I mean, it's a book. I'm
Spell
sure you
book or
can
something?
read
Spell
it.
book or something?
It's not a spell book.
It's a magic book. I don't really know much about it.
I
I mean,
quite
Spela also
certain it
advised
would
against it.
be very painful for him to read the book.
Is it something that's... I was like thinking how to pause the question. Is it
I don't know. I think these books suck. I don't think they're gonna be ever useful.
If you find a good aligned wizard and let him read the book, he's probably going to be very grateful, and you find an evil wizard to let them read the other book.
Yeah, but
Well-
theoretically, I could just leave the books in the forest, and probably nothing bad or good would happen.
Probably, yeah. I don't know why they exist, they do, but I don't know who wrote them. They are written. I think if you leave them in the forest, they either stay in the forest or appear somewhere else at some point in time.
I'll just go into a. Oh, I can give them in a trade.
maybe the true owners will come and get a call in and go and pick them up?
Okay.
I don't know. If it's as powerful as you said, that might be the case that it's just whoever truly owns them will get a call into him, get them at some point. Or not, but I'm not sure how this magic items work entirely. It's just what happened to me.
Yeah. I don't think that is a who owns them, it is a what, but that's just my 2 cents on the question.
Either way, I think, I guess what would you recommend, Spela? Do you think it'd be best for Usmar to keep in his possession, or give them away?
They are very powerful. You don't want to give them to the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, I do not understand this kingdom, so see as you want to do with them. I have no need. I
Are
don't
sure you
know
wouldn't
anybody
rather-
who would be able to use them either.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather have them over the platinum?
No, I can't use the books to build my laboratory. I can most definitely use the money to do so.
Well, Ruben at this point has probably cleaned up or like taken away everyone's dishes, and for the last 30 minutes has been banging his head against the wall. So, Ruben, I guess, takes back the items that she didn't want, which is the +3 sword. But she's keeping the ring of spell storing, DM.
She used it and put it back on the table.
I guess Ruben picks up the sword then and then like looks at the ring. We'll, I guess, keep it there and continue on saying, yes. Well, last thing I wanted to mention was that if, besides these things that we can, of course, give to you, most likely because of the times have been changing and such, besides some individuals and probably elves, it gestures to a group. of us three are on things of the east of where the human kingdom used to be, are probably one of the most knowledgeables. So if there is things you wish to know about it, I'm sure we can be of assistance to you to quicken your knowledge.
Your friend already told me a bit about the weird creatures and the desert has been spreading. I think I will probably take some time to investigate the place, find out what's going on. Well, get a feel for this new world.
Oliver's like thinking to himself, it might be good if before you go and do your investigating, we might find you some books on how to speak our tongue now, our kingdom's tongue, I guess. I don't know if there's any teach-ins for dwarves or elves on how that works, so that are written for, I don't know. Just so you can familiarize yourself with it, so you don't have to, so we don't rely on magic entirely, and so if you need to, you can go into the kingdom yourself.
Dwarfs, you said?
Yes, we have some dwarves, and he'll point on the map, like Kambitovich.
Well,
there are
one
some.
of the things
at least,
nobody will be happy that didn't survive. But, well,
I believe there are some that are quite old, at least, that are still around, at least from when we visited one that was, one that knew about that was lived in one of those, areas out east before they had to come into our kingdom.
areas, quotations.
Oh, sorry, what'd you say?
She says areas, repeating
Okay.
what you said with air quotations.
Either way, it's just that they are quite at least that specific dwarf. I believe she was quite long lived, so it's just something to keep in mind in case you get interested.
Oh, if I ever want to speak with a creature that has the mind of a stone golem, I will consider this.
I can see you're not quite fond of dwarves, but they make up a integral part of our kingdom.
Well, considering you have a large hole dug in the ground, like north of here, probably. Well, I guess although I kind of repaid you for this already, but still, thank you for getting me out of my self-chosen prison. And thank you for showing me a nice place to stay for now.
I cannot speak for the owner of this place, but I would be reluctant to say that I believe that she would I believe she would say that you could stay as long as you like, but if you'd like to get approval, we can ask her, of course, whenever you feel ready to do so. I don't think she would mind, though.
If who I think owns this place, they will very much let me know if I'm not welcome. They
That's fair.
most likely already know that I'm here. But well,
But yes, we will get your money at some point, give you your portable hole back, and then I think all our debts will be cleared, and then we can.
We can do that
start
now
from
that
there.
we're done eating.
Then we need to clear out the pole.
Yeah, just fucking drop it outside.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we do that right now.
what are you littering on Narina's lawn?
I think we're literally transferring one portable hole shit to the other. I think we're probably putting both out and then like transferring it over. So I'm guessing it's. I don't think we're littering anything specifically.
Okay.
That's my guess at least. So I don't know. I don't know which hole we're giving her. I don't know what's in them.
Or I don't know if things have changed. Oh, you probably still have. Oh yeah. So for me on my sheet it says that portable 2 has a large tent, rope, 50 feet, iron bathtub, and Oliver's coins. Is there something else in
Okay.
this?
I don't think so. So I think we can literally just transfer everything over from that one to the other one, and then just give her the portable hole with the coins in it. So let's just do some math real quick. How much I owed 500 platinum. So
Wait. Yeah.
I'm just doing
I
the
think
math.
I
I'm
was
subtracting what I had.
990 platinum.
Yeah, I owe like 501 platinum pretty much. So I'm just doing the math really quick.
Wait, really?
Yeah. So I have 496. I'll just. Does she care which coins I give her? Like, if I give her
Since it's
silver,
in
if I
a
give her
portable hole, it doesn't really matter too much.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. So I'll just give her the. I'll give her. I just need to do some math really quick.
I have to
wish
say,
it was broke.
Oh, what's our?
I am very
Oh,
relieved that you guys are doing all the accounting this game. I'm
Yeah,
in almost all my other games. I am the main accountant.
I am only accounting for myself personally, so it makes it a bit easier. I just gotta figure out all the gold multiple money, so that's plus 1,226. Okay, that's 2,318 gold. And then I need to give how much more platinum? So that's so I axe and this stuff. And then I just need to give 270 platinum, or no, like 262 platinum. Okay. 496 minus 260. No, 272. I can do math. Okay, so I'll have 224 platinum left over. Okay, I calculated my money.
But you have 224 platinum?
Left over, yeah, exactly.
What?
That's after I gave the 5,000. That's after I gave the 5,000 gold, or the how much gold did I give over? Like 5,000. I don't actually. I completely messed my math up. No, that's right. That's how much in the hole. Fuck me. No, I have way more left over then. Okay, I fucked up my math.
Wait, what?
Okay, so I had 11,779, and that's gonna be minus like
But you had
5,000.
11,000 platinum?
No, 11,000 gold. I just giving away 6,000 gold, so then I have okay. I'm giving away 5,000 gold, so then I have 6,000 or 6,100, just so I don't have to worry about the math. Then I have 6,679 gold left over. Okay, and various coinages that I'll sort out later.
But you have how much gold left over?
6,679.63
What the
gold
fuck?
pieces. I didn't spend all my money. Oh, yeah, I
You're
spent
so
it at
much
various points.
richer than us.
Now I am, yeah. I'll sort out what gold. Okay, I gave her various coinages of 5,000 gold, pretty much. I'll sort it out later. I don't want to do it right now. But I axed off without my gold though. So okay, I'll do that. No need to take a break or something. Okay, at least I'll
DM,
get my gold, yeah.
DM, while those two are sorting gold, I guess Ruben may be drinking tea with Spela. Will ask about the ring if she wants the ring, or is there something wrong with the ring if she doesn't want it? Did we ruin it?
No, it just doesn't need it anymore. It was useful at some point in time, but if you want to have it, you can have it.
Ruben probably chatting in this like very maybe slightly elvish tea time, depending on how she feels about elvish cultures. Ruben will just chatting with her. Yeah, probably mentioned the use he's had with the ring before at least, but if she needs it, she can have it as well.
No, she doesn't need it.
Okay, then Ruben, I'll mark it back on my sheet.
Do you tell her anything else about the ring? Do you ask her for anything?
The spell storing ring. I don't. Maybe of like why she thought it could be useful to her, but if she doesn't want to, also very specifically say that if she doesn't want to mention it, it's fine. It doesn't actually.
Well, just sentimental value. She
Okay,
used
I
that
might
ring
not
for
remember.
a while and wanted to have it one more time, but doesn't need it, so.
Yeah. After that, Ruben, she just have some nice tea time, I think.
Okay. She will ask you, so tell me, Mr. Reuven, is your wizard friend able to recharge the ring fully?
Reuben will like look at her and take a moment to understand that this is a pretty equivocal, like a pretty bad question of like asking how strong Uzma is.
Do you
Him
understand
knowing
that? That you are a elven ranger
that's
school
true.
dropout playing with
That's
cats all
true.
day.
That's so true. Yeah, he probably wouldn't think about that. Um, yeah, I don't think he will think about that. He'll shake his head and say, mention a time when we used the one charge of it to use it to like have Oliver look at a weird thing that he didn't fully understand, but something about a temple in the old capital. We used it there, but we haven't been able to recharge it.
Well, baby wizards trying to play the strongman. It's so adorable. I should ask you for the ring again.
Yeah.
And
Reuven,
then hands it back to you.
I think at this point, she mentioning Uzma in like a kind of jovial and like funny way will go into a tangent of just having just funny anecdotes of Uzma and us in our adventures of goblin hunting and orc hunting.
Yeah, you have a nice tea chat sitting
Yeah.
around while the other two are outside doing accounting things.
True. It's not on mine now.
She
I
hands
know
you
all
back
my
the ring.
accounts.
The ring is fully charged.
Aw.
Okay.
And then she will actually ask you what you did with the armor.
He will fully go. He doesn't fully describe everything, but he says he didn't give it away, but he traded it to an elven wizard who helped him go into. Yeah, I think he can say that. I don't think that's breaching any of his like oaths to not say stuff about the elven lands. So he'll describe how this elven wizard helped him like go into the vibrant dream for like a couple decades and come back. Or what he thinks is a couple decades, maybe 10 years, maybe less, maybe more. He doesn't know. But he mentions his journey there and how the armor was essentially like traded for that.
Yeah, she will ask you about a few things that you remember from your extra planar travel. You can tell her whatever you want to. Give her an information.
Yeah, Reuven doesn't hide anything about the journeys there. He doesn't feel that secret.
She will, in conversation, just let you know that she has never been there, but as a place of interest. And will actually ask you for the name of the wizard that helped you.
Reuven thinks about it for a good moment, but then thinking that apparently this was a gift to her, and the armor was. I think Reuven will. I don't actually have my notes. Does Reuven remember the name? Let's see if I can open the notes. Do I have the name somewhere tucked away?
I don't even know if I have the name.
Yeah, I'll tell her if I know about it.
I gave you the name, but
Reuven might not remember as well. It's I guess Reuven will just. Yeah, she probably wouldn't know, about him because it was a woman in the like capital.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can take off my notes. I don't even know if I can access my notes from this
Oh.
computer.
I have the name. Yeah.
Okay.
The name has been decided. It is written, but if you remember it, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a point. I think he will mention like very cryptically that it was a wizard in the capital, assuming she knows what it is and not having to describe all that.
Yeah.
And if she needs to have connection with them, he can. If she is allowed in the Elven lands, she could probably make a connection to help her get to her.
Yeah.
And says that he can help with that. Yeah.
She nods along. Nothing you say seemed to be surprising to her.
Ruben's glad about that he's not exposing like Elven secrets. Yeah.
Yeah, and you are not charismatic enough to notice whether or not that is weird that nothing is surprising to her.
Yeah. Yeah. He's relieved by it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Accounting is done.
I'm done with my part at least.
The hole is cleared. The money has been thrown back into the hole.
Yeah. In nice bags, at least Oliver's half, because he bagged it all up in 50 bag coins.
Alright.
In 50 portions, because remember I counted all the coins we got from her thing and divided it up.
So a certain amount of coin pouches and a random amount of flowing coins is in the hole.
It's at least Oliver's portions is a lot. It's all the silver, most of his gold, and like a fuck ton of platinum too. It's a nice mix of coins basically for his on his cap.
Yeah.
Or his third.
Right.
Oh, do we want to roll dice for how much coins there is actually in there? Because I imagine, unironically, there's no way that I'm counting out one coin at a time.
No, we divided up into 50 bag coins at least when we initially got Spela's coins, because I remember I specifically did that and shelled out like 100 gold for it.
Okay, in that case, problem solved.
Yeah.
All right. So you pay back your debts right here, right now.
Yep.
Okay. She thanks you for her money back. Part of her
You're
money
welcome.
back.
You're welcome. Okay.
That was way quicker than expected. You're right. And then I think it's time to go to sleep.
I think it's like the beginning of the day, kind of, still, isn't it? Or I don't remember what time it is. We teleported right
You
into the start of the day.
teleported somewhere in the early afternoon, then.
Oh, okay.
So it's like late by now.
Oh,
Okay, but I'm gonna enlarge. While we're outside, I'm gonna enlarge Oliver and then go inside to sleep, and Oliver will have to wait out that enlarge. Get trolled.
Good person, by the way.
Yeah. Well, happens, you know.
Wizard shit, you know, maybe he just can't burn the spell, you know? Don't think ill of it. Ill of me more.
Yeah. Also, I will just, because Osmar has cool spells, you've been traveling, you've been in a
Right, I actually have it
dumb,
prepared.
disgusting place for quite a while. You are somewhat
I have a
sprinkled
nice
with
tub
things. Yeah.
prepared. I have a nice tub prepared. Get a reminder. I will say, Spela, if you want to see some real wizardry, come and watch.
Always.
And I'll say, this is probably in the evening. Light some fires nearby just for the vibes, kind of like candles, and then say, okay, this is gonna take a while, and then I start my dance for a nice tub. 40 minutes later.
Pays very close attention to what you're doing. It's very interesting to her.
Yeah, I pull out some wacky glass, like what were they called? Not bottles, like a small glass container. And I pull out identification pearls
Mm-hmm.
and I dance with them. I juggle them. I smash the thing.
Nice.
I spill the water all over myself.
Mm-hmm.
I rub that pearl all over myself. That's what magic casting is, rubbing things on your skin.
Mm-hmm. And then poof into existence a hot tub.
Bam, and I jump in.
Yeah. And
Oh wait, I strip my extra dimensional stuff and then I jump in.
Yeah. and then the next thing that jumps in is the cat. And then Spela follows your lead, drops a weird pouch she has around her waist, and jumps into the tub as well. And you have a chilling in the tub moment going on here.
Oh,
Does my +1 thingy magic that was burnt get better in the tub?
Are you even
Oh,
paying
God.
attention to what's going on?
The cloak.
Are you
I am.
even there?
Uh,
Kitty
was-
jumps into the water. Do you go in the water as well?
Yeah, we like that was an hour ritual of Uzma doing the very specific magic. I think we're all there.
Okay.
And Ruben knows this thing like fixes up armor,
Mhm.
so he's really hoping his burnt cloak gets better.
So after the others get out of the tub, you can go inside, and Oliver can go inside. And
Wait.
indeed, your cloak is repaired by the bathtub.
Nice.
wait, what level am I? What did we agree? How many people does it hold?
I think 3 is at the moment. We agreed on it. It's 3 or 4.
No, wait,
for
I'm
you.
level 10, right?
Mhm.
So it's 4 to 6.
It's 4 to 6. Oh, then all of you can get inside.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So all of
A
you
nice large hot tub.
chilling in the tub. All
Clothes
talk.
and all.
Spela talks to you about the spell. Ask you for your process. What you used. How you
yeah.
got to that.
I explain her the intricacies of researching the spell
Mhm.
and kind of flooding the laboratory a little bit while doing so.
Mhm.
But not the laboratory, like the outside area where
Mhm.
the two dudes were.
She will ask you if you. What circle the spell is.
Same as Lehman's secure shelter.
Okay. Which would be 4th, right?
Yep.
Okay. You have a nice bath. You're all cleaned. You're all wet afterwards for a certain amount of time. Which means you're going to sleep late. But you're in a safe space, so doesn't really mean too much. And I'll go to sleep. Nobody's on watch, I guess.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Also, the one thing I'm gonna take note of is I'm just gonna take all my coins at the portal hole during that time because there's no reason to keep my coins at the portal hole when we're gonna be splitting up at some point, probably. Yeah, so I'm just mentioning that now. Take all my money out.
You take all the money out
Wait, sorry,
and
what?
put it where?
I take all of my money. I keep it on my person. That's it.
Okay.
How much money do you own?
Like 600-700 coins worth, so 14 pounds worth of coins.
He's Jack.
Okay.
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
It's
thought-
more a
yeah,
space
I
question
gave-
at some
I-
point.
Yeah, it's okay.
But 14 pouches, so I guess you can have it like in your backpack or something.
Yeah, it's like some probably like one or two on my waist, and then like the rest in the backpack. Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Great.
He's jacked and loaded.
Mm-hmm. A loot pinata, basically.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Hard to hit though.
Not. Yeah. True.
Yeah. So more interesting question is how hard are you to steal from?
That is very. He's not probably less so now that he actually got stolen from already. He knows the plight of it now. Not enough to actually probably do well against a good thief, but enough to not be victimized easily again.
Well, yeah, you'll go to sleep.
Can I take a break here? I'd
Yeah,
like to get
that
some
was
food.
my next question. I want to take a quick break, and then let's take a quick break. And rip.
BRB.
Yo, I'm back. Welcome back to you as well. We got out pretty painlessly, I would say, in terms of like the items we had to give away.
Maybe.
I'm happy with it. We got rid of like pretty much everything that we didn't use. Like we haven't used so far, so that's not bad. I mean, it sucks to lose the rod, but you know what? The rod we literally never use the rod. So.
Hello.
Hello.
I was just mentioning that I thought we got off pretty light in terms of the item to give away.
Yeah.
The rod kind of sucks, but we never used it,
Yeah,
so I don't really feel too bad
that's the
about it.
biggest
We
thing.
literally never used it, so I don't feel bad about it.
It was mostly just like a get out of jail free card, but
Yeah.
it's understandable that she would want it as well. So
Mm-hmm. I think she can probably also like, yeah, I don't know. It's also one of those things where we could probably like borrow it maybe if we ask her nicely. In the future, like we have a nice relationship or a decent relationship, so we might be able to like use it in the future if need be. Hopefully, you know.
guess we'll see.
Yeah, that's true. Now, where do we go from? Oh yeah, I was gonna mention this, but I forgot. We should check if we actually got the item from the map.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that before, but we need to do that when we get back. Oh yeah, we got some treasure at least.
We got a book of golem making
True.
that Ruven
got,
almost died for.
That is true. What else did we get? We got like a crown, like a cloak, I think. What else? A
And the
tiara,
brooch.
and the brooch. Yeah. Yeah, we got like 4 items.
Yeah.
What
They're
else?
probably like the total worth is probably not as much as. I guess I don't know how much the book of golem thingy is worth, but I'm
Yeah.
assuming the able to cast teleport without error from the freaking rod is probably the rod's pretty dang good, but
Yeah.
eh,
Yeah, it's not the end of the world though. I think, as you said, it's like the get a Joe free card is the best aspect of it, but we're just going to be a bit more careful now where we go.
yeah.
Wait, what? We need to be more careful about what?
Because you don't have the get a Joe free card of the teleport without error rod. Like we don't have that anymore, so we can't do. We can have to be more careful where we go.
Oh, we're fine.
Anyway, that's all. Yeah. Welcome back.
Yo.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
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 Everybody has returned. So we can ask the important question: where from here?
I wanna spend today identifying stuff.
First, do we wake up?
Are all our
You
throats
wake
slit
up.
by a wizard?
Are we our throats slit in the night?
No. You all wake up and the wizards go to do some spell learning as they wish. And
Yes.
then all of you also heal 1 hit point because Osma didn't really... two hit points
Nice.
Nice.
because of the hot tub.
Oh.
To
Nice.
him, mechanical bonuses.
Oh.
It's not just for show.
That is true. I'll also lay my hands on Raven again that morning.
That is 18 plus 44,
62.
62. There we go.
The day is slightly cloudy, but mostly sunshine. It is quite beautiful looking over the forest roof, and that's the spot where you want to be, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Not this annoying place with things that want to eat you. Just a forest, you know? A slightly unnaturally chill forest, but forest.
Yeah. Ruven's really enjoying himself.
As Osma is going like straight back to work, like crazy wizard, crazy things, you know. Ruven, you probably head outside, right, and go.
Yeah,
Run around a bit.
very early morning.
Mm-hmm.
The equivalent of a morning jog, but it's tree hugging and meditating. Yeah.
Oliver, what you up to?
I think in the morning he like checks the map
Mhm.
to see if we actually got the icon. That the icon's moved. And it's like,
Is the map big enough? The icon definitely is not where it used to be.
the south one, right?
Yeah, the south one is gonna
Okay.
be.
I think
Other
he trusts. I
ones-
think he believes that we got it. Then he's not gonna.
Mhm.
If the fact if it's off the map completely, he's like, okay, I think we got it. He's not like
Yeah,
he'll
it's
inform the
not on the
party.
map anymore.
Yeah, he'll inform. I guess he'll probably tell Ruben in the morning, and then like tell Usmar, I guess, then memorizing spells. I think we got it, Ruben. We got it, Ruben. It's not on the map, as you can see. And like, yeah,
Very cool.
I think he'll just go and like actually just like do a little bit of praying in the morning, and then just some relaxing because it's been like like we literally like almost like half the party almost died out east like that last time. So you can do a day of relaxing and then probably get back to work
Yeah.
tomorrow, at least in the afternoon or something. Just
Alright.
chilling.
Narina is learning spells in the morning.
Well, Narina's learning spells.
Sorry, Spela. Okay. Looking at the map and reading Narina's hut, and then I'm saying the name. Spela is learning spells in the morning, and Osmar is going, I need to know what these things are, and kicks everybody out of the living room to prepare the room.
Dang, I need the living room.
Now you need a big enough room, yeah.
Yeah.
You are a neutral wizard, so yeah. Not really
What
paying
does
too
that
much
mean?
attention to everybody else's needs, so you need a room. There's a room. Let's go.
Dang.
Yeah. You throw everybody out and go to get going. What items are you preparing?
Let's see.
Like, do
There's
you have
the. Sorry.
Oh,
What?
so do you have any more than just the 4?
I don't think so. There's the tiara. There's the new robes. There's the.
The brooch that you got.
The brooch. Was there
And the
anything
book.
else?
The book.
The book wasn't magical, right?
You can test your figure it out right
It
now.
has magic script in it, but doesn't seem to be too magical. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's.
There was the
Well,
magic metal from the weapon of the demon.
Oh,
But
that's
that wasn't
right.
like magic. That wasn't like a magic item. It was a magic metal. Like
Like the spear that we got.
so, I don't know if identify helps with that.
No, I think it's a cool material.
So yeah, okay. Who wants to? So do you want me to put the devil spear and the just? You just want to
Yeah, there's
keep it
the
on the
devil
person?
head,
Put it in-
devil spear,
and the
then there's
weird guy
the
head.
weird guy
Right.
head. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Do you just want me to carry that still? 'Cause I'm probably gonna put in a portable hole because I'm not gonna carry that around. Once we
He
go
gave
into
it
this
to
thing.
you, and it's up to you where you put it.
Yeah, I'll put it in our portable hole then because I don't want to carry it around. It's gonna be. I
And
don't wanna carry
also
two
make
other
sure in the
cabbage
portable
heads around.
hole, we don't forget it, we don't lose it from our sheets. There's the maybe magical arrow of rituals from the 3 elves that maybe
The
Uzma wants to identify.
Oh, was it
Yeah.
magical?
I think
Nobody
it
ever
was.
checked.
That is true. We never checked it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I check before I cast identify.
You didn't think of it?
you can just put
I have a ritual detect magic.
Reuven, do you say, Osma, if you're going to identify, please check this as well?
No, I make sure it is staying in the bag of holding. Or
Okay.
like
No,
I recheck on it. But if
I don't see a
Uzma is
reason.
in the room, he doesn't hear me say it.
I don't see a reason why Osma would check the arrow.
Then just make sure it's in the bag, Oliver.
Okay. Yeah. I'll. I don't think I had it on my sheet at all, but.
It's on my.
But yeah, I'll put it in the. I'm putting the devil head, devil spear, and the weird guy head on the raven throne in the portable hole. I wrote it down in like notes, but whoever's carrying.
Oh yeah, right. Because we only have one purple hole now.
Yeah, we did. That's why. So it's just in the one hole.
We need to have a shareable sheet somehow.
Well,
And anyways, I put those 3 items in the portable hole, and Irving can put his arrow in the portable hole then as well.
Let's do that a bit later because
Yeah, I
my
just
hands
wanted
are
to.
full right now.
I wrote it down anyway, so we can in my notes. So
Mm.
we're good.
Alrighty. What do we start with?
I'll prepare my wands to check the charges.
Okay. And what's the first thing?
The tiara.
Alrighty.
Can someone else write this down?
I don't mind writing it down for now.
Sorry?
I can write it down for now what the
Okay.
different properties are.
Yeah. The first property is you are able to understand any language of a creature you are focused on.
Nice.
Property
Second property.
number 2 is you're able to speak any language of a creature you are focused on.
Nice.
There
Third
might
property?
certain limitations might apply, but generally speaking.
Okay.
Third property. There is a greater beacon spell placed on the item.
Damn. Are beacons always the last property when they're...
You don't really know much about beacon spells, so maybe.
Well, I'll go for a fourth property.
The item can only be worn by one person.
What does that mean? Like
What
two
do I
people
know?
can't wear it at the like two people can't wear it at the same time, or like
I
if
don't know.
that
One specific person.
Oh,
What
like
the fuck?
so basically, it's like you have to designate who owns it, pretty much. Okay, or like
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not just that?
They're the first person who wears it, just and then whoever wears it after, just and so basically, if person A puts it on, and then person B puts it on. Person B can't use the item. Then
Yeah, but
I'm good with
person
that.
A already put it on.
Yeah, but yeah, someone might have to die before person B can use it then, or something like that. Like, I don't. I'm just thinking like how that. I'm just thinking like how that might work.
Okay, I'll go
I don't
for fifth property.
No fifth property.
Okay. Then I look at the cool robes.
Let me grab the robes because I don't know exactly what they do, but it's written somewhere. The first property is if you are attacked by a fire spell, any die of the roll is reduced by 2. And you succeed on saving throws. Fire spells.
What was the last bit? After the dive, the roll is reduced by 2.
You succeed on saving throws versus fire spells.
Succeed on saving.
So if you have this and chill shield, you always take 0 damage from fire spells.
Minimum of the die roll is always 1, but
Yeah, but if you always succeed and chill shield is succeed for 0 and fail for half.
yeah.
So just to make sure I had it correctly, if you're attacked by a fire spell, any die of the roll is reduced by 2, and you succeed on saving those versus fire spell. Okay, I just want to make sure I have it.
Second property.
If you are attacked by lightning spells, any die roll is reduced by 2, and you succeed on saving throws.
Okay, so same thing, but lightning.
I have this foreboding feeling that I got a really bad roll and I identified something wrong.
Or else you going for a third property?
Yeah.
You've done. This is your 8th property.
If you're attacked by ice spells, you succeed on saving throws, and the die roll is reduced by 2.
This is so shady.
Is this spells or effects?
Spells, I think.
Things that would be
Or
considered a magical attack, which is reduced to spells. But yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
Oh my god! If I put this, if I wear this and put a chill shield on, I can just go everywhere casting like touch range fireballs.
You'd still take damage. I guess if you succeed, you don't. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, essentially. Still have a very good chance to damage yourself, though. Or not like a
No,
very good,
there's
but decent. You have a
0%.
chance to. You have a chance to. If you fail your save, you still take damage. I
No,
think.
because this makes me always succeed saves.
Oh, I see. I got you. I misunderstood that then. Okay, never mind then. Yeah.
So fourth property.
If you are attacked by earth spells.
Oh, what spells?
Earth spells.
There's no way this is true.
I mean, there's
Succeed on
very
saving
like
throws, and die rolls are reduced by 2.
What word was that?
Earth.
Earth. Okay, couldn't quite.
There's no way this is true.
Only one way to find out.
So I have one more property on this casting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just check this.
Fifth property.
Yep.
There's no 5th property.
Okay. Wait, how many elemental types of damage are there? There's acid.
There is
That
a
didn't cover.
weird thing to go through this, but we went through fire, water, and earth, so we're covered.
Oh yeah,
Fire.
but then there's like, what is it? Like something is like between. Like, is it electric? No.
There's lightning and electricity. I think is different. I think in two they're basically the same thing because at
Just
least in
like
the
anything that has to do with elements, probably covered. Force damage, probably not covered.
okay. Okay.
there's no way this is real.
I mean, there's very low odds you failed all of them. Like, oh, you missed all. It's possible.
Okay. Then I
Up
guess
to
I'm
you.
conked out for the rest of the day.
Yeah. You share your findings with us.
After
I gotcha.
after resting.
There is one thing that Ruben might bring up. This is probably both to Spela and to Oliver, which I think he'd mentioned this previously quickly to you, Oliver, but he didn't fully, I think, articulate talk it out. But the final scene or before the big fight against the mummy and such, the scene where Ruben and Uzma encountered this weird guy whose head we have. Ruben wrote, I guess, kind of just word for word, try to, as best he can, describe the altercation we had with this person and the info he gave of this war, apparently, and this very, very varying ideas, apparently, and some war that was apparently for the extinction of all humankind. Maybe Ruben's not sure, but he relays this and tries to describe it to both of you.
Can you give us a description of what you see?
Essentially
you-
trying his.
Say what you say.
Okay, totally. So we came to this person, this guy with this head, whose head you saw before, on his throne of ravens. That I think Spela saw. Looked quite scary and dark. Had many skulls in the room. Had ravens. And this person, and he first talked to me about how elves were supposed to not interfere or something like that, but most specifically said, when looking at Usmar, that they were vile creatures that are detestable, and then talked about the what I understood as the cataclysm, that the big thing that happened, and how it was some sort of war and that it fought in, and how then its big wish was for all humans, for those detestable humans, to die. I did not fully understand if it was meant for them to just leave the area that the kingdom was in previously, or all of them to fully die. But the impression I got was this person really hated all humans, and its mission was to kill all humans. Besides this, he talked very cryptically of just what happened. He didn't really want to talk about it. I guess he got very, very pissed. How would you humans say? At Usmar being there, and talked about Usmar being a sacrifice or some sort of sacrifice for him. That I should have given Usmar as a sacrifice somehow. That is mostly what happened. Sorry, it was quite hazy. It was a moment of indecision for me. I was not sure of how to go forward. But it does seem very worrying of that the effect of this the all of the sands and deserts across the land were because of they intended for it to happen. But I don't even understand who they are.
It is something.
I don't know of a war going on. But maybe that creature is even older than we would expect.
It might be before even your kingdom's time, like Alvaro said to Spela. Or at least the old human kingdom's time.
She shrugs.
Or maybe that's what made the old human kingdom to begin with, is winning that war.
It seemed like it seemed like they won. That was the big thing that this creature constantly shouted was, "We won. We were victorious. We succeeded in our war or in, like ritual."
The thing that is interesting is, to more interesting to me, is that the old humans, at least the map that we got from the old humans, knew about that creature, or at least knew about an item in its possession, because were tracking it. I don't know what that implies, but
Well,
at least one of the noble families knew of it.
Considering the place you found it in, it was the Glencalis, the Scorpion Man's place. They have been a menace over many years. Skirmishes along the way. But I would not consider it a war.
Oliver pause for a second and then look back at Riven and be like, he mentioned that the elves had potentially betrayed them.
Not as much from what I understood. They were told. You can see actual a bit of blushing or shame in Ruben's voice as he says this. As I think there was some sort of agreement or some sort of mutual understanding between this creature and this creature's faction and elves won't interfere. That it's human and their business, and elves as usual, from what I
Question
understood.
is, did the elves actually interfere or not? Or were they just neutral?
Sharp light goes through Ruben's eyes as he wraps his fingers against the ground. That
Spela
is a
shrugs
very
again and says, would have been the first time that the elves in defeat in anything. Yeah. Quite solitary creatures, usually.
Wait, looks at Ruben to see if he says anything.
he kind of just has his hand in front of his face, kind of just seemingly thinking about something, but doesn't want to respond.
Either way, it is a whatever that creature said is important information. Probably, I just don't know to what end it is. Like we can use it for. That might be the key to what happened, but it could also just been something older, even older than that. I don't know. But it's good information to have nonetheless.
Yes.
At least he was dealt with. I don't think that it was good for him to be around still. It didn't seem like it. I'm still curious why I couldn't go down there to begin with, but that's a question we'll have to answer another time, I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Thinking
guess,
of this is making my head hurt.
Yes, it has been quite a lot these past few days.
You tell me.
Anyway,
Has been quite a lot.
yes, it has, even for you. Or even more so for you.
Just for my information, what type of creatures live in this forest? Is there things I should be worried about?
Oliver, like, very heavily mentioned. The only thing I believe that would be dangerous to you is there are basilisks in these woods, and pull up the map in like these part of the woods. I do not know how far their range spreads, but there used to be they are there. There are orcs in these woods. I don't know how prevalent they are now, but they used to be quite a big deal, and ogres and like half
Any
orcs.
dragons? Powerful undead?
Oh, that is something else to mention. Dragons are kind of not a well-known thing. When I say well-known, I mean there's probably about a half dozen to a dozen people that know about them.
What? They fly in the sky, you can see them from miles away.
Not anymore. They don't. I don't know the details. I've not asked, but they're more or less a fairy tale nowadays. I didn't believe one until I saw one.
So this is a mostly peaceful place then, I guess.
Yes, I believe that the more how do I phrase it? I think there are some browns out in the east, in the desert out there. I don't know how many more. There's a blue out in the east. There's that shadowy one that Reuven saw, and I don't know how many more there are. And then there's the few that are in this kingdom.
Checks
I
out.
don't know how many.
Probably
We know two.
a few red
at
ones
least.
behind the mountains.
I cannot say for certain about that. There's at least a white one out on Hatan Island. I don't know
That
all the
is
different.
odd, but okay.
At least in the snowy part of Hatan Island. If I don't know, it was snow there.
Or-
Well, to my recollection, there's no snowy part of that island.
It might have been another island close
That's
to that
true.
island.
Yeah. And there was. It's on one of those island. It's on one of those island chains out there. There was a white dragon that slew a chosen out there.
Yeah, Tana Island, let's say. I don't know exactly how you would describe it, but a group of volcanoes, a very large one, and a few around it. But no snow. It's volcanoes, you know. Usually hot.
At least that's where one of our one of the people that we know told us about that. It's where that person went was to that area, and then I believe, and then that's where he died. So I believe that's probably where those white. At least it's probably it could either be an island out. At least there's either Hana Island has snow on it, or one of the islands of it has snow on it. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well,
Somewhere around Aton Island. That's about all I remember.
she
Drugs.
thinks for a moment and says, that might make sense.
It might. Oh,
I'm still trying to figure things out, but
yeah. I just
maybe.
wanted to give you some information about the basics of what you might know and what the average person might know nowadays.
Okay, no dragons here. That's good. No green dragons in this forest. No swampy black things. Nothing.
Didn't know those two were the color the dragons came in, but none that I'm aware of.
Great. So just the nice ones then.
If there are, they have hidden themselves well, or by their time. I don't know. I think, yeah, they shrugs. Yeah.
Well, if they were here, you would probably know about them. They kind of like to eat humans, so it's a bit of a rough living condition next to dragons.
I guess it depends on the dragon, but yes.
Of course. Metallic ones are quite nice.
He thinks to himself, and he's like, I guess, I don't know. He's like, shrugs. Doesn't really know what that means. Like, I guess, I'm not entirely sure what that means, but yes. I guess so.
Brass dragons, though. Let me tell you.
Brass, you said?
Yeah, they... you know, there's a scale of niceness, and they kind of have a very personal understanding of what nice is.
Kind of like Usmar? Just like jokingly.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. I mean,
Has Usma kidnapped people before?
he thinks to himself. Thinks that one time that he dominated an orc and then used it to what's it called? Like we used it to like interrogate information out of him. I think at some point maybe. It was more to an orc though, just we used it to get information out of them.
Yeah, then
I don't think
probably
I'm aware of
kind
them.
of like Usma.
I don't think he's done anything else though, kidnapping wise.
Well,
Either way, I thank you for the information on dragons. I guess. Did not know about there was more of them or how many of them there are, but good to know.
yeah.
Oh, Oliver think to himself, he's not sure he's gonna stay in, and then he'll stop himself a bit and be like, how much do you know about the dragons? I guess the better way to phrase. I'm not sure the way to phrase it is like. You seem to know about some of the dragons some of the dragons that you know are still around today. There are a few that there's at least one that I know of that I've never met yet. If you're interested, go into Doofer Lake. I believe there's a dragon there. I think they live underwater. Don't entirely sure what that means though, or what type it might be.
But that one's. I think we know that one's angry.
Maybe I don't remember exactly. I'm going into my
Didn't
mind palace.
you tell us a legend about it or something? I remember you saying a story of how it ate a bunch of humans on boats.
Yes, that is correct. That is. I think that's why we don't sail in that lake. Actually, is because at least that's the legend. But there is a dragon there, at least.
Interesting.
So,
You're
drugs if you're interested.
certain it's a dragon?
Yes.
Do you know that there was
I'm quite certain.
long time ago, apparently a black dragon that lived in the lake?
I do not know what kind it is, but all I know is that
They
one of
usually
our
don't live deep in water. They live in more swampy areas.
all I got told was that a dragon lived in there by one of our friends, and I don't. And they were the same person who told us that there was a blue dragon out east, and we saw that one. So in the mountains. So plus, I'd be more keen to believe them than the dragon that Duffer Lake than not.
Well, but it's a large place with a lot of food, so
Yeah, I guess so. Either way, just in case you wanted to, I guess, maybe chat if you knew them. I don't know.
oh well. I don't know that dragon in particular. No.
Oh wait. Oliver like looks at Ruben and then he's like, do you mind if I excuse us for one moment? He's like he looks at Ruben and like pulls him to his side really quick.
Yeah.
Uh, you remember? I don't know if you remember this, but Septima was very interested in Spela. Do you mind if I tell her about them or get them to meet up at some point?
I think she's already here. It's only a matter of time. So
I agree. That's why I knew that you had a bit more reservations about her than I do, or you and Usmar, but I don't. I believe that she's gonna find out one way or another, and I'd rather just let her know in advance, so they're not blind. Neither side is blindsided by the fact that the other's alive.
yes, you can do it.
Yeah, he'll escape from like the 10 feet away we are from Spela and go back to Spela and be like, there was actually one of our friends, or at least one of our companions that was interested in you prior to us finding out that you're alive still. Do you know of a person by the name of Septima? Or Dragon, I guess?
No, I've never heard that name.
Well, she knew of your name and was interested in about you.
It might not be that the specific name like Nerina. She's a bit more cautious, I guess.
Yes, she puts a lot of time into making sure that people don't figure out her secrets.
Do you know anything more about that dragon?
She lives in the capital. She's been the advisor or emissary. Oh God, Oliver like forgets the title every time. He's like, Ruben, do you remember the title? It's the advisor to the royal emissary to the royal council, I think, for I don't know, like 1,000 years or something. Like he'll give like a description of her, blah blah blah.
She thinks for a moment. And then gets like a bright smile and says, "That witch is still alive. Wow. Surprising.
Like,
I most definitely would like to meet her."
I wouldn't mind leading you to her at some point, but after we get all our bearings straight and everything, I know a way to get into her. I guess she might figure out with to get into the city quite quickly. I don't know her abilities, but I don't mind leading you to her at some point.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
No?
yes, but
Oh, is it far away?
few days from here, probably. Like Oliver's like thinking in his head. Doing the math, literally doing the what's it called? Probably 2-3 days if I remember correctly. The ride. 2 days, I think. Yeah, 2 days.
Yeah, totally. If you could show me the way, I very much would like to talk to her.
Sure. I look at
What's the
Ruben.
name she
I
goes by
wouldn't
now?
mind him.
Huh. Well, makes sense. She's always been a bit of a weirdo, but well, guess dragons come, she's probably one of the nicer one. Bit of a schemer,
Okay.
but how else do you survive in a place filled with people?
I check. Like Oliver just thinks like, yeah, that checks out. Yeah, I wouldn't mind letting arranging a meeting between you two. Sure, she would be excited to see you. I'm guessing yeah. Just to let you know, like Oliver, like look at Ruben. Usmar does not quite trust her entirely, so just to put that out there.
Well,
I think Ruben, you have a similar case as well.
Reuven kind of shrugs and says, "Hey, she's a dragon. She is a creature of enormous power, you know, that is very easily able to bite you as they want, so it's a bit scary sometimes."
yeah, if
We
she
learned,
wanted to kill you, you would all be dead.
we started talking to her, or she was one of the very first people we met as a group.
Yeah, she was the one who points me in the direction of these two.
Meddling in things. Well, as she tends to. Some things never change, I guess. Wow. She doesn't remember what. She doesn't know what happened?
Oliver like thinks to himself about how much he should share. He's like, just a piece of advice is that they, being at least as far as I'm aware, the dragons, they don't remember everything entirely of what happened. That is part of the reason, one of the reasons why she wanted us, I believe, to find you. Or is interested in you, I guess? I don't know.
Now, that is weird.
I believe, I believe they described it as like a block in their memory. Like, they should know, but they don't. But I believe that they can phrase it better than I can and have more details to share. I don't want to speak on their behalf for them.
She looks. You've seen this like a few times now, but like she looks like up in the sky and like somewhere into the distance for a moment. And then says, "That is another weird thing in the list of weird things." Reuven, do you pay attention?
I don't think so.
Okay. You can spend the rest of the day chit-chatting. I guess you don't grab your horse and ride away.
No, at least not without letting Newsmar know about the thing that he's probably not be happy about.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least at the very least, I'll wait until the identify spell's over, and then we can maybe talk about if we're splitting up or not,
Yep.
or all going or whatever.
You wait for the day to pass, chit-chatting around a bit, talking about weird things. Like, she asks a bit more about like the kingdom and what's going on, like people and things and rules. Things you should be knowing. You can give her like a rundown of this kingdom's system and whatever.
Yeah,
You've been
I
like
gave her my
you have been indoctrinated with the indoctrinated is the wrong word, but you've spent time on the political trail, so you kind of understand how the politics work at the moment. She's like
I feel like my-
tangentially interested in that.
Okay, I gave her like the modern politics of the kingdom, pretty much, and how it's structured and all sorts of shit.
Yeah. All right. Is there any questions you want to ask her?
Nothing immediate off the top of my head.
Mhm.
Probably something will come up at some point, but nothing right now.
Okay.
Ruben, you have anything?
No.
All right. Then the day passes. Usma's done identifying. Is exhausted. And can tell you about the items if he wants to.
I'll do that in the morning when I have more energy. When I have
Alright.
more than 2 con.
Oh god, I forgot you drain your con. Yeah, Oliver will probably during dinner when he's more exhausted, knowing that he's exhausted. We'll sort of just let him know that if you want to, Smorg can come along with us, but or you as well, Ruben. But I think me and Spela at the very least are probably gonna go visit the capital sometime soon.
Too tired to give a shit about anything right now.
Alright.
I'm literally too conned. I'm like,
Barely conscious.
yeah.
You're less than you're feeble than most. You're more feeble than most feeble person can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Everybody goes back
Yeah.
to sleep.
Yeah.
And another day passes.
Oh shit. Nice. I can memorize spells the next morning. Actually, I forgot to do it the day before.
Yeah.
I'll do it the next morning.
You all recover 1 hit point.
Nice.
Nice.
Except for Usma, who identified and doesn't recover any hit points.
Damn.
Damn. True. And you can reconvene for breakfast, I guess.
Yeah, I'll pray in the morning, lay my hands on Ruben for 18. You know.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna.
Spela will actually ask you about the items, Usma. What you found out about them.
This in the morning. After spell preparations.
Yeah, sure.
I will come into the breakfast room with the tiara on.
Okay.
I'll try to focus on Ruben and say, Ruben, can you speak a couple of words of Elven to me?
Of course I can.
Do I get it?
Yeah, totally. Just moving, normally speaking. A bit more sophisticated than he usually does, but yeah.
Oh, can someone, by the way, send me the notes of the items?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll post it in the thing.
All right, awesome. Seems like it works. Lets me understand languages.
Oh god, this formatted terribly on Discord. Oh well, you get the general gist of it.
To everybody else, Usma is speaking Elven.
Oh shit. When did you learn Elven, Usmar?
It's
Using your. Yeah.
it's the tiara allows me to communicate with a person I'm conversing with. I'm not sure how this works in a group though.
Seems quite useful. Yeah, I think it's actually very useful. We could all use it when we need to. I guess you could use a tongue spell or your spell to allow you to speak with people. Then maybe one of us could use it if need be at some other occasion.
Yeah.
Seems like it'd be a very useful item, especially if we're in an area that doesn't speak our tongue or not as commonly.
Yeah. Some conditions apply, but I wonder if I'm able to communicate with elementals using this.
Maybe.
Oh, Spela, do you know of a way? Is there like a way to get rid of a greater beacon or beacon from a item? Or is this forever tracked?
Do you speak? What language are you trying to speak?
Probably common. I just assume that she has a tugs thing on.
Okay. She replies and says, I'm think if an item has been enchanted with a beacon, unless you devise a specific way of removing the beacon, it's just there. Beacons are a weird thing. It's placed on an item, but it's not strictly speaking an enchantment. I mean, it clearly is an enchantment, but also not. You understand what I'm saying?
Kinda.
Hmm.
Kind of like a light stone.
Yes. Although a lightstone is a bit less complicated.
I shrug. And I didn't have time to review the properties of the brooch. But I assume it has something to do with magic missiles since they were ineffective against the guy who had it.
Spela shakes her head and says, that's a scarab of protection. It's just... similar to the one I have, I assume. Although
What's it
mine
do?
is a very special one. Oh, it protects you against spells.
Against all spells?
Yeah, basically. And increases your resistance against magic in well, interesting ways.
The shrug. And the robes that the guy had seem to be some sort of robes of... I'm inclined to believe that there was a mistake in the identification process. But the properties I read off of it were all resistances to different elements. Seems that the robe provides resistance against all the elements.
Spela nods along and says, yeah, that checks out. That's what I would have expected.
Oh, okay.
Seems like you got it right.
If you don't need them, I would gladly take them.
I very much do need them.
What?
But what?
I did not understand what you said.
I very much do need them. I cannot. But I kind of scratch my head. I pull out the harbor book and I hand it to... Actually, I don't even know if I have that on me. If I don't have it on me, I pull out my notes on
I
the
think you
harbor book.
just copied it because it was not movable.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we did, yeah.
So I pull out my notes of the harbor book and I give it to Spela. And I give her like 4 more arcana pieces. So I presume you probably want some of these as well.
Oh, sure. Thank you. Then she goes over your notes. Nods along. Says something about her apprentice fucking up. And then says, oh, well, that is quite the elite lineup of people.
Do you know what they were after?
Probably the thing that I ran away from.
Do you think we should, if we're interested in finding answers, should we travel to the island? Seems like a good place to look.
Depends on what answer you're looking for.
Yeah, we don't really know what answer we're looking for.
There is probably untold amounts of wealth on that island. Assuming all these people did not really return.
That's true. I look at the boys. What do you say, boys? It's already been to the edge of the world here. There's probably not much left.
I do not know. It is a big undertaking to go there, from what we've heard.
Let's
Yeah.
take it
Yeah.
slow for now and
Yes,
think about it.
I cannot get. Yes, I agree. I cannot give a 100% answer right now either.
Mm.
One way or
So
the
what
other.
level do you need to be to cast elemental spells?
Like 14 or
14.
something.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's just yeah. Wait, let me double check. But I think it's 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14. Yeah.
Oh.
I think that island might hold some answers and might bring about a bunch more questions as well. But I don't know how if it any of the answers to any of the questions that we have at the moment. But it might also have all the answers that we have. I don't know. Not sure. All I know is that it seems to be quite dangerous, at least from what we've been told. It seems to be that not many people return from that island, if any.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we do go there, we have to be the exception, not the rule.
Maybe it's safer once I learn that teleport spell.
Maybe.
Well, are there any great wizards around?
I point to myself.
Any other great wizards?
Oh, there's this one great wizard in Tariga who owns a magic shop.
Can't be that great of a wizard if he runs a magic shop.
It's pretty great.
Any big players one should know?
Oliver like goes through his head of like there's like the heads of all these different guilds, I guess.
I shake my head.
It depends, I guess, on what your context is or what you're asking for
Oh,
players. But...
in the magic world.
Oh, I see. I don't think I know anything about that really. We'll do some more for answers if he has any.
No spooky black robed wizards, no powerful elementalists, no diviners or enchanters around.
None that I've heard of, at least.
There's a transmuter, I think.
Who?
I point to myself.
I give up.
think that the queen might have a court wizard, I think, or like a head wizard or something, but that might be the only person I'm aware of. I don't know how powerful they are, though. Just know they have a big library that Usmar wants to get into.
I
Was
haven't
it-
been able to meet with them.
As a reason why no great wizard ever became a court wizard.
But yeah, no great wizards that I'm aware of, at least. At least I've heard of, at least on our journey so far.
I think I'm the greatest.
That is
Don't say something offensive.
unbelievable.
I shook my head.
Well, you want to stay here, or do we want to get going?
I look at Usmar and Ruben.
Get going where?
Oh, to Barrios.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh,
to meet this woman you call Septima.
speaking of get going, please, could you show me Pegasus form?
Oh, I didn't prepare a polymorph. I'm very sorry.
That looks sad.
But if you want, we could take the airboat.
Yes.
I think that we could take it there most of the way, but I don't think it would be great to take it into the city or near the place of civilization. We get enough. We get enough Gox as it is on the
Oh, yes.
steeds. I don't
No
think it'd be good
airboats
to-
around, probably. That's true.
Yes, at least I've never heard of one. If Usmar's that excited about it, I don't think it'd be good to go into Barrios without get about as
Yeah.
much attention. That'd probably get about as much attention as the. Yeah, it'd get a lot of attention.
We can at least travel across the forest with it.
Yes, I'm fine with that. I just, yeah. Just a warning. As long as only orcs here, I don't really care the creatures of the woods, but I don't want. Yeah, I think it'd be safer if we don't put more eyes on ourselves, or too many eyes on ourselves if possible.
Ooh, I know. We can fly super high and then over Barrios, I can cast Featherfall and then we jump off.
I also think it's a good idea. I don't think it's.
I think there's a bunch of wind problems with that plan.
That. Oh, I guess I didn't even think about that either. Also, I don't think it'd be good to. I guess fall into Barrios. I feel like that'd also get a lot of attention as well.
I mean, I have Featherfall prepared anyway, so.
Anyway, I'm just granted. I assume it's because you just don't want to have the entire capital city eyes on you at the very least. So that's my assumption.
Yeah, considering that that's probably a odd thing to see here.
I don't have any invisibilities or seedlings prepared.
We could always just ride over there normally in a day or two. but-
No, I don't want to ride over there normally. I want to fly on the. I want to fly on the cloud.
Okay, if we're flying on the, it's gonna be awkward no matter what. But the flying on the cloud, if we're just go to like the, edge of the forest, we could just ride and then. from
Even
there-
if it's just for 5 miles, I would.
I mean, look at Spela.
I feel
Maybe
like
just-
what a nice bathtub last night. I owe you at least a little fun.
Yes.
Is it safe for non-wizards?
Of course. It's,
Okay.
I mean, there's no dragons around, so super safe. It's the only problem with airboats. And angry other wizards, but... Any angry wizards around here?
Looks at Usmar for a sec. Takes a glance at Usmar. Nothing I'm aware of, really. I don't think so.
Nope, we're good. 3 green lights. Let's go.
Alright. I hope you're not afraid to get a bit wet. It's raining.
What? Oh,
It's
really?
raining, yeah.
I think we're gonna get wet in our normal means of transportation anyway.
But enough clouds for a airboat. That's good, right? Yeah, so you get outside and she starts
I-
casting.
Watch in awe as she casts
Mhm.
a, what is it, 7th or 8th level spell?
This is a 8th level spell.
Damn. I mimic the somatic components.
Yeah, she channels her arcane power, and slowly but surely you see a few clouds in the sky start to descend and form into this slightly, to you, slightly weird looking boat, type of boat you've never seen before, with a the front part of the boat like gets like this shape of a falcon head, and the boat descends down to in front of you, and you can climb up the clouds on the side.
Woo!
I think like me and at least Oliver's a bit reluctant to get on, but he gets on anyway. I don't know how Ruben is.
Yeah, Reuven's tightly holding on to Kitty in his chest.
Yeah, I think we're like
And it's
Oliver's like death gripping like the whatever like sort of supports there are. He's like oh god, like fucking wizards.
Oliver's like a dog in a car with his
Yeah.
head out.
And then Spela says, grab onto the side.
I'll do
It's
so.
gonna be a quick ride. And then the airboat shoots up over the forest into the air, and you zoom on with a speed that you have never traveled before. This thing is going insanely fast.
Literally, have you ever like imagine it's like have you ever been like a speed like a boat before like on like go like going on like a really fast on like a boat on like an ocean like on the ocean or like on a lake before? It's probably like that, but much faster.
Yeah, much faster.
It's
Yeah.
like you've lived your whole life playing on a carousel, but you haven't pulled yourself in, and then you pull yourself in, and then it's like, woo.
Yeah. And like 40 minutes later or so, you're approaching the edge of the forest, and
Oh,
she
Jesus, that's really
descends
fast.
the boat. And
Alright, I have Featherfall. I cast Featherfall. Once all,
she
and I
just descends the boat into the forest. Like the clouds have no problem bellowing around the trees, and
damn.
probably somewhat in line of sight of Lansing, and you descend into the forest and can jump off.
Yep.
Reuven,
Yes.
give me a natural con check without your thing.
Oh no, that's not good.
Well, let's see.
Wait, why can't I use this thing?
Let's
Plus 10.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Uh-oh. I don't even know how to roll with this new.
Yeah, just do me to. Oh god, it's not good. Anyway,
Ooh, yeah. Reuven has spent the last 20 minutes feeling like really sick, and as you with a very, it's like the speed at which the boat is descending is also way too high for comfort, and then as it breaks before you crash into the ground with a lot of force behind it in the braking, it's not that hard, but you land on the ground, and as you climb over the side of the boat and hit the forest ground, you make your way behind the next tree and empty your stomach in the wrong direction.
Yeah, yeah.
So as we land, I say, by the way, I believe there's a pretty big organization in our kingdom that believes that Arcanum shards are their property, so maybe consider not flaunting them openly.
Good to know. Oh, which organization?
I believe they're called the Miners Guild.
Miners and Masons or something like that.
Oh, one of these weird constructs that you have here. Okay. Oh, I'm used to keep my things private.
Okay.
And you can walk the rest of the way.
I guess so.
I have a
We
Phantom
can-
Steed if you want to steed.
I have mine as well, but I always like granted I always have mine.
Spela also has a Phantom Steed if you want to use them.
All right, yeah, we can use
Yep.
that.
I polymorph myself after
I
Phantom
summon
Steed
Sion.
for Ruben.
Oh, I'm
What
actually
do you
there's a
polymorph into?
A bird.
But, okay.
Does Spiel
Ruben's
have any
gonna
reaction? Oh, sorry.
No, I polymorph it into a kitty cat.
Reuven's not riding a horse. Reuven's staying on the back of Oliver.
Oh
Trying
yeah,
not
okay.
to
Then
go
I
up.
don't even need to use.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna mention if Spila had any reaction to Sael.
No, not particularly.
Okay, that's all. Yeah, then I think we ride into Barrios.
Okay. With your magic horses.
I think we do the thing where we get like close and then dismiss them, but that's just if we want to ride in, we can. I just we give more attention. Like he'll I think we decide that before we go in entirely. But do you just want to ride in or dismiss him like a mile out and then walk in? You don't have a preference?
Why would you not ride in?
Oh,
a
it gives
rule
us a lot of
against
attention.
Magic horses?
No, it's just a lot of attention.
Huh.
At least
Okay.
mine will give us a lot of attention. If you want to be discreet about it, might be better. Granted, we're going to pull eyes no matter what. It's just how many eyes do you want to pull.
Yeah, then let's get rid of them before we head into the city.
Alrighty.
Yeah. And it takes you more time to get to the city than it took you to fly over the forest. And you can enter barriers on foot.
Yeah. I think we're going straight to Septima's, right?
Probably not gonna be here though.
Yeah, we can find out immediately if she's there or not. I got the password and everything.
Yeah. You head up to the area where Septima lives and approach her estate.
Yeah, I'll knock on the door.
A butler opens.
Oh yes, we are bringing some exotic fish for the aquarium.
I guess you do. He looks around and waves you inside. And places you in a small room off to the side. And tells you to wait for a moment.
I'll say to the party, I think we got lucky. She's here actually.
And yeah,
Nice.
a few moments later, also known as 7 minutes, the butlers have brought you a few things, like a few snacks and something to drink. The door flies open and in the well-known to you fashion, the impressive person that's known as Septima to you enters the room and says, well, look who the cat strike, and stops herself in the middle of speaking and stares at Spela for a bit.
Yeah, let's drag something in this time.
Spela gets up and gives a polite bow and speaks in a language you don't understand.
Wait. Do
Frosma,
I?
who understands the language,
Yes.
and says, hello, Septima. An interesting name you have chosen for yourself. And she stands there for a moment longer and then basically runs up to Spela and hugs her. Without saying anything. Then from the corner of her eyes looks over to you after like 10 seconds or so and says, "Would you be so nice and leave us alone?"
Yeah, I'll have to say Oliver's like already getting up to leave, but give him some space.
This is weird. I leave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, quick question about the tiara.
Mm-hmm.
How easy is it to switch between targets? Do I need to like concentrate on someone like super hard, or is it like I just, whoever it is that I'm like looking at?
You're not yet certain.
Okay.
You try, and it seems to be working, but you're still trying. Maybe over time you figure out how much effort it actually takes.
I wanted to mention it is getting quite late. If this is a good place we could start ending, or if there's a one coming up.
There is one question. You have delivered a Spela to Septima. Do you have plans for the foreseeable future, or is this a moment that you take to chill and regather your brains and maybe talk a bit with the people? Is this a place where you're heading into downtime, or is this a place where you're heading into the next adventure?
I don't have anything specific and planned for adventures.
I think next adventure. I don't think there's much downtime stuff that we need to do. At least
I mean, it depends on what they. It depends on like a couple factors, like what Spela and Septima talk about as well. And what they share with us.
Yeah, I feel like there needs to be at least a little downtime. We need to prep some stuff, buy some more stuff.
I mean, with downtime, I mean, are you like leaving the next day, or do you take a week to chill?
Oh, we're probably gonna take a week, but
yeah, at least we're probably gonna take at least some time to chill in Barrios at the very least, and just
not like
reconvene.
Not like a month or anything.
No, nothing.
Just
like
at least at the very least get the lay of the land. Yeah.
Then the important thing for next session is that all of you level up.
Damn.
Oliver reaching level 10 and Ruven and Usma reaching level 11.
Nice.
As we spoke about a long time ago when you last leveled up, you wanted to know a bit of what you did to earn things to level up. So for all of you, the things you accomplished or came across and learned, you actually fought your first rhino beetle and monster in this time. So you got to know a bit more about these creatures. You reached the edge of the world. You've never been there before.
Wait. Oh, that was okay.
Yeah, last level up was a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
You finished Kaliran with his quest, which is something. However, whatever way he finished his quest, but he did finish it.
I just remembered something.
After a long time of not going to the south forest on the eastern side, you went there and met up with the weird elves, also known as wood giants. And you also went to the second spot on your map and found this old structure and cleared the old structure. While doing this, also managed to free Spela from her prison, self-taught prison. Yeah, which to all of you is a experience. To Usma, who has been the main person to figure these things out, has been a bit more of experience.
Does that mean I'm close to level 12 already?
No. And actually, you kind of managed to get a new quest and finish a new quest within a handful of minutes, but you finished paying off your debts to Spela without too much screaming and fighting, which is interesting. Expected this to take way longer.
We had all the money on us, so we might as well get it over with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for what things happen to all of you, and then to specific people of you, Brufen didn't do much for his own thing this time. You murdered a few more creatures, which is always a good thing.
Didn't everyone go back home? Was that not? Was that nothing? Or was it last level? I don't remember if that was this level or last level. We went back home.
There was one in this level, but that was just a can I teach Oliver Elven moment.
Oh,
So
okay. I thought he did his whole
Somebody-
shebang this level.
no, that was before.
No,
Okay.
there was the sand troll, but I don't know if that's even finished yet.
Yeah.
That might have been last level.
The sand
I don't
troll
remember.
was a long time ago when you last fought the sand troll and failed.
That is true. Yeah.
Sand troll is still roaming around, looking for new oases to ruin. Yeah. Oliver, you did a few more deity things, which included helping rebuild a part of barriers that has been destroyed. And also you found the other two of your deity's followers and spoke with them.
Yeah.
And
I
for
just need to fucking do that shit. Yeah.
yeah, and for Osma, you learned a few new spells, researched a few more spells, did a few more fancy things with spells. A lot of spells this level.
Nice.
And yeah, that's like the things that happened.
That was pretty good. I enjoyed that.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, let's see what
Reunited
the
two long lost friends.
let's
Does
see
my
what the-
tackle go up now?
maybe.
Where is there like a table where you see? Oh, I think
Yeah,
they're
there
in the AD&D TWE thing or in the.
There is in the
Calculating
player's handbook a table.
What level are you now?
It,
11?
it just says 1/3 and
Are you
I don't
11 or 12?
11.
There's
Your
the
stack stays the
Theco
same.
table.
You should have +3 right now.
Damn.
So I think it stays the same for you.
Wizard,
You get at 13. You get another
13,
one.
yeah.
What? We just gotta make it to 13, then we're set.
And then you get like, oh no, it's 12. You get your next level spells. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I get
Thank you,
spell
everybody.
things to roll.
Oh, true. Yeah.
I need to
Oh, yeah.
think about those.
Oh, yeah,
Good night.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Good
you
night,
for the session. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Mhm.
And
Thank you as well.
I hope to play with everyone in a week.
Next week I might be running late.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Good night.
Good
Have a
night.
great week.
See you next
Goodbye.
week.
Is the HP we get now just +1?
For you, it's +1, I think.
Is it +1 or +2?
It's +1, I think. I'm looking. Yeah, it's
For
10
HP?
+1. Yeah. Table 20 on perform.
Damn. So now I'm, what, 28? No, 34. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
just
good.
get 3. I just get 3 HP instead of rolling now.
Wait, do I saves go up now?
Maybe actually, I don't fucking know. How about wizards? I only know the fighter table by heart.
Saving throw.
Or not even by heart. It's
Wizard
really goes up.
11, yes.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
Everything goes down by 2, so it should be 11, 7, 9, 11, 8.
Wait, what?
11 for paralyzation points.
I
Like
was
before any
looking at- I
modifiers.
was looking at the warrior thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you got it then. Nice.
11, 11, 9, 11, 8. That's pretty good.
Not bad. That's before any modifiers too.
When do I get proficiencies?
You might get this level. I don't fucking
On
remember.
3 and 6, I guess.
Wizard every 6th level and every 3rd level. Yeah. So You're level 11 now, so I don't think you get one. You get both next level,
Hmm.
I think.
Okay.
My math's correct. It's
Yes.
12. Yeah, because it's divisible by 3s. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there anything else I need to remember for leveling up?
I think you get spells and that's it, pretty much. Just choose your spells, I
Yeah.
guess, if you get any new spells.
I get those spell slots.
I actually
And
got quite a
then-
few, I think.
You
Yeah.
get, you get
Yeah.
3, 4, and 5.
What is it?
Yep.
Oh, that's good. And you get, yeah, so you can cast like quite a few now.
Uh,
That's actually really good because those are the ones like level 3 and 4 are the ones we cast a lot of generally.
yeah.
You get one extra, all of them is nice in slots.
Yeah.
You're so close to
Hmm.
fucking 6th level spells.
I don't even remember if there is any good 6th level spells.
I don't know either. I haven't looked at 6th level spells in so long in this game.
Contingency.
There's probably something.
Deathpox sounds cool, but I don't know if it's actually good.
Oh, you can get anti-magic shell, which could be very useful at some point.
I don't think I can. It's abjuration. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, never mind then.
There's disintegrate.
Oh, True Sane. Oh, you have the ring now, so I guess you can just recharge True Sane in the ring.
Yeah, 6th level is pretty
There's a
good
lot.
for abjuration spells, but I'm locked out of those.
I haven't looked. I might take a look at some of the other books and see if there's any ones that are interesting.
Oh, I get stone to flesh.
Ooh, that's actually very useful, actually.
Well, you
Program
get Stone to Flesh if you get to the next level.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not yet.
No, it's close. Hey, you're close to it though. Yeah,
Yeah,
use
but
some
I
big
think
quests in the meantime.
yeah, I think it's 7th level since things start to get really wacky.
Yeah, 7th level spells are being like
But 7th
super
level
wacky.
spells are so far away.
Yeah, they're 4 levels away, I think, or something like that. Like 3 levels away. I think it's like 15, something
14.
like that, or 12, 14. There we go. Yeah.
I don't think there's any 5th level spells that I want that I don't have yet.
Hmm.
I need to figure something out.
Well, you have to figure something out already.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wait, one more question.
Mhm.
Can I take ritual spells as level up spells
uh,
for spells that I know already?
mm,
You don't need to give an answer now if you don't want to. Since we're at the end anyway.
kind of breaks the rule.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I just gotta start doing some plans of what we're gonna do next, or just thinking about what we're gonna do next in general. I have I have like 2 things that I've thought of that I want to do on my own. But they're small things.
Alrighty. Well
If I
then.
make a new spell for like fire shield, but just like earth shield, where it's like earth and electric instead of fire and chill,
Mhm.
then I could choose whatever element I want to be immune to.
Mhm.
Okay. That's my plan.
Alright.
Nice.
Great. Well, I guess then we will meet again next week.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, one more thing before I forget.
Okay.
While in not danger, I consider cities danger. So while in like either my laboratory or somewhere else safe, I will not be wearing the robe of eyes to try to get used to like looking at stuff again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
Great.
Good night.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night. Bye bye.
Bye bye.